Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Shards of Nyrn here on Dork Tales. I'm your Dungeon Master Kelly, and joining me tonight are the party known as Nothing Ventured. Why don't we go ahead and say hello to them right now? Hi, Winter.
Hi, that's me. I play Winter, the Tiefling Rogue Mars, who's also now a Warlock.
A roguelock.
Fun times. Roguelock.
A roguelock.
Yeah.
Hello, Christine.
Hello, I am Christine, and I play Malia Sunsworn, the Dwarven Tempest Cleric of Vale. There we go. Took me a moment to put those words together in the right order.
All right. Hello, Mike.
Everyone, I'm Mike, and I am playing Xeno Rightwing. He is our half-elf ranger.
Hello, Amy.
Hi everyone, I'm Amy. I'm playing Tia Armstrong, also known as Ashuri. I am with Talrath, just to keep things similar. She is a druid and possibly also monarch, heir to the Elven throne.
I'm pretty sure
Apparently.
that like the Elven nation has a gender neutral and Elven monarch name, so you could be the king and the queen at the same time.
Yeah, well, I said heir. I didn't.
Yeah, no, but you look like you were
Yeah.
you look like you were trying to weigh which one to say.
That because I don't. Yeah, I feel like it would be pretty gender neutral because also like.
It literally is the Elven word for boss bitch. I award you the
Badass
title
motherfucker.
of Big Boss.
Yeah, Elven boss.
Elven boss. Cake boss. All
Kick
right.
boss.
Kick boss. All right, and then finally, there's Farah. Okay, cool. Now that Farah's gone, we can go ahead and tell you what's been happening. So if you watch the intro, you know that the characters have been on a fantastical quest across the land of Elos and have gone to many other worlds, done many other things, but their quest is not done yet. For upon returning from Apesh, after turning a desert continent into an island chain, which is definitely going to mess up their agriculture, but less cactus, more seaweed. The characters went and returned one of the Eyes of Nyrn to Edagon the Wise, who thought he could use the power of the goddess Nyrn to triangulate the location of the other shards and the other eye. The characters went and wasted some time while he was doing that, and he informed them later that he was unable to do so because they, at least one of the eyes, was off-world, out of his reach. The characters went to the only place that could provide them an easy answer, the Elven city of Azabak, where there was a star alignment that allowed an ancient elven relic to tap into great divination powers. The characters actually managed to get a ticket to this thing, and unfortunately were preempted by a prisoner trial that turned out to be a one-part negotiation, like war treaty negotiation, one-part assassination mission, when it was revealed that the prisoner in front of them was not in fact a human prisoner who had defaced library property, but was in fact the heir to the great worm Kellen Zarnak. And he blew up the Elven Council, gave you guys like the relic when he was done with it, which turned out to not be an Elven relic, but an ancient Draconic relic. And after that, you guys went back to Edagon and have been potentially framed for destroying the Elven Council and bringing about the ruin of the Elven Nation. But we'll see how that goes. And you also went to a pumpkin festival before that. I can't forget that. And from there, you found the final shards of Nyrn that you are able to perceive are located either in the floating island city continent of Vale, or in the lands of Orkesh in the continent of Argeny. Deciding that it's better to get a jump on something weird, you headed out to Vale, or at least are on your way there right now. So, does anybody have any questions before we begin?
I think so.
No, I think I'm good.
All right. Everybody, you are able to get all your hit points, all your spell points, all of those things back if you have them. And everybody crack your neck. And if you want to listen to along with the music, we are on roll 20.
Nice. I actually remembered to load up roll 20 today.
Did you? This is great.
I did.
Okay, so Welcome to the Shards of Nyrn, Season 3, Episode 17. Okay. As you depart Edagon's tower and take to the sky, the air is crackling with possibility. The Duchess takes to the sky, cutting through the clouds like a ship atop water, like a knife through butter, like possibility, like potential through dreams of tomorrow. The events of the last few days hang heavy over you. Many deaths. Danger that looms in your future. But as the ship floats ever upward, it's hard not to feel a little twist of butterflies in your stomach for the thought of what might come. And some of you have heard stories of this ancient and strange land, a continent floating through the sky. What must it be like there? What are the people like? And after last game, I believe that Mars was the only one who wrote... posture check. Oh, hey, it's, real quick, that's Haley's, our artist for Shards of Nyrn. So, hi, Haley's, good to see you. You can actually see what everybody's doing.
These are the characters you're drawing right now.
Yeah, we just commissioned some new art from this amazing artist.
Very excited.
And by the way, she has
So
tons
excited.
of spots available after us, so feel free to throw tons of money at her and get some really amazing art. And that's Haley's. That's Hailiiz or Z, depending on where you are.
I know I'm throwing money at her.
So much money. I'm in too many games.
It's true.
Well, because I'm also getting a high detail one for Veritrix.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, so you arc up into the sky. And Mars, you were the one who actually knows something about this place.
Right. Can you remind me what I know about this
Vale,
place?
Vale or Valespar is a magical continent that floats around
Right.
the world on, not on trade winds, but on currents of some arcane design. What you know about it for sure, though, is that it has another name, the Witch's Island.
Hear you?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I can.
Okay. That it has the name the Witch's Island.
Ah, yes, the Witch's Island. How peculiar.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
How
And because you
bizarre.
said it goes around the world, is it on a regular trajectory? Like, it will make the same place?
No, it goes wherever it seems to feel like.
Oof, spooky.
Yeah, it. Nobody really knows how it stays up there, but it's the source of a great number of stories and epics of, oh well, and then the hero climbed up, etc. type of thing. Very much like a Jack and the Beanstalk style place, in many ways. So as you were sitting in the mess, Zeno, you turned to Farah and said that you needed to have a conversation.
Yeah. I think it was while we were still in Edagon's tower. Before we got on, and then Zeno went and got on the ship, and he was just chilling in his room, watching us leave.
Okay.
So
What's everybody else doing on as the ship sails up to the sky?
I think he is gonna take the Thorn of Arcadia and go retreat to one of the rooms and try and stare at it and examine it a bit and maybe try and figure out what it does. And if she can't figure it out,
Sure.
yeah,
All right. So
maybe
are you
see if it will talk to her again.
sure?
Mars is sleeping off the worst feeling hangover that she's ever had. So she's cranky.
Cranky. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And what's Malia doing?
I think she's gonna meditate for a while, work on resetting her spell list,
Okay.
because that's not been done. And then, I don't know, clean her armor.
So you're just doing menial
Shut
tasks.
Yeah, just that sort of stuff.
All right.
How long was the trip to Vale?
Who knows? Who knows where it is?
Yeah.
You guys just hopped on the ship and left. Like, you didn't even ask Edagon where it was.
We're so smart.
We dumb.
Oh, okay. I just kind of assumed that would be like given to us, and we didn't have to roleplay that part.
So
We're screwed.
don't make me turn the ship around. I guess
Someone
we have to
turn
turn
the
the
ship around.
ship around. Please.
I was assuming that Duchess would know where it is.
It's a ship.
Yeah, but she knows everything.
No, she doesn't. She knows what map was uploaded into her database.
Let's realize pretty quick that, oh, I guess we don't know where it is. Shit, let's go ask Edagon before we leave.
Well, we can probably can't we contact Edagon through the ship?
Yes, you can.
Okay, in that case, we like.
In that case, somebody.
So you're all
should
just
probably-
sitting in your cabins and then go,
Crap.
Yeah.
Ernie's like,
Cadamus is
Right.
just standing on the bow, like in front of the wheel, smoking a pipe, just going. Yeah. So, where are we going? I didn't want to. You seemed kind of determined. I didn't want to. We didn't want to interrupt anything.
Wait. Did you guys not get where we're going?
I
don't deal
No.
with that stuff.
All right.
of everyone getting into the backseat of a car and realizing they need a driver.
I mean, Cadamus is there. He doesn't know where he's going. He's just like, it's getting into a cab and not knowing where you're headed.
We're so smart.
It's
We're
true.
we're good at
You
this.
guys are good at this. All right. So
Oh no.
what am I doing?
Do
I'm heading south. Or should I head north?
well, okay, where did he's gonna try and remember where the heck she saw the place in her vision.
All right, go
thing.
ahead and make me an int roll.
Int. Okay.
Intelligence, yes. Give me an intelligence roll.
Okay. This is fine. Pray for my dice, please.
Pray for Amy's dice.
13. I rolled over 10 though. That's nice.
You saw snow.
Okay, well, it seemed like it was somewhere near snow, so did I see mountains or did I just see snow?
You saw ocean and you saw light snow falling around it. And in the distance, you saw... It's kind of hard to make out, actually. There was some landmass in the distance, but you think it was... islands.
Islands. Islands and snow.
Have what amounts to a phone on this ship. Haven't we contacted, like, what's his face? Edagon, like, from the
Yeah, you
ship
have.
before?
You have.
Mally's gonna stomp over it to go, how does this thing work? And poke at it. Like,
Would you like to be put in contact with Edagon, the ship says.
yes, please.
One moment. Hello?
Where are we going?
You're going to Vale. If you already forgotten,
Yeah,
you
where
guys have
is
been
that?
gone like a half hour.
Yeah, where is it? We don't know.
How the hell
Turns
should
out
I
that-
know?
You know about it.
Well, yeah, I know
I
about
assume
it.
you know the general area it was it.
Okay.
It flies. It flies around the world.
Well,
Really? They
okay.
fly around the
Do
whole
we have a
world? They
map?
don't just hang out in an area?
Nope.
Ugh.
Okay, well, I kind of remember sort of where it was. Like, if the ship have a map we can figure it out on, or Edagon, how about you? Do you know where? And she'll describe that scene that she just saw, like the snow, islands in the distance.
Okay, actually, you know
Can
what?
you narrow it down?
You said there was a giant bird.
Yes. Very giant.
You said there was snow.
Yeah, it was snowing over the ocean. It looked like.
Yeah, you're probably gonna wanna. That's probably okay. What you're gonna do is you need to head north. You need to head north. Islands and giant rocks and snow. Rocks normally hate the snow. You're going to Draconia.
Draconia.
Yep. So, okay, what you do... Okay, so hold on. And your ship's navigation will start just projecting a map in front of you. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to go... Okay, you're going to go above the chain of the gods. You're going to take a left, so you're going to go west. All right, and what you're going to do is you're going to go past Dragon's Head. You know where Dragon's Head is? Like, up above, like, Thestorel and all that. And then what you do is you kind of go, like, north by northwest for, like, a league? Is that a thing you guys do? Like, a league? Basically, it's like about 1,000 miles. And then there's, like, a big frickin' island. But before you hit the big frickin' island, you'll probably find the continent.
True, it is in the air.
Well, yeah, it doesn't touch down. Why would it touch down?
Why wouldn't it touch down?
Because of the basic fundamental models of inertia. Haven't you guys ever heard of anything like... It's... Oh, I mean...
I'm
Magic?
a
of some
cleric. They
sort?
teach us religion and history. That's about it. Everything else you have to pick up on your own.
Are you kidding me? It's like Newton's laws. Like, an object in motion
What's
tends
that?
to stay in motion. It's basics.
Mally is just enjoying pissing him off.
If you
She couldn't do it to the elves.
if I throw a rock at your face, it's gonna keep going until it hits your face, or until another force acts on it, like gravity.
What's gravity?
You know what gravity is, shitface. This is your mentor, ladies and gentlemen.
He's so perfect.
Okay.
Look,
Sure,
if it landed, it would have to get up again, and that seems like it would be a bigger problem than landing.
I will listen to your wisdom then. You know more than I do on this.
I know a couple of things, you know. I'm only like 100 times older than you. Oh, wait, no, like 20
How
times
old are you?
Wait, 100 times older than which one of us? Because I think that's going to be a very different number.
Actually, you're all pretty young.
Yeah, look out in
I'm
the direction wherever.
13,000 years old! Ferris shouts from the back. Okay, well, obviously not you. You don't count. What do you mean I don't count?
Does she predate you?
Well, yeah, she predates. She's 13,000 years old. Come on, my hairline ain't that bad.
I don't.
No comment.
All right, so you want to get to Vale. What you're going to do is you're going to point the ship directly at the ground. You're going to go straight to hell. Malia, you go first. Have an amazing adventure. Try to come back all alive, with or without Malia. If you die, I'm going to put your brain into a toaster.
No.
Don't ask what a toaster is!
I assume it's something
Which
that makes
I was the one who
toast.
thought to call you. These ones were just arguing about how to figure out where Tia had seen.
At least she thinks!
Right?
Look, I ain't been to Vale in... Well, since I was traveling around with everybody else. I don't know what kind of place it is now. Before, it was kind of like a... I don't know, nice place. Wouldn't want to live there. Who knows now? Might be a little chilly, but, I mean, it's kind of high up. I don't know. Anyway. You guys be careful. I don't want any of yous to come back dead, okay?
I think that's the plan.
And I'll let you know if any, like, Elven Skye Cavalry's looking for you for doing all the terrorizing.
That we didn't do. But
Well, yeah, but they don't know that, or they don't care.
Alright, before can you just one favor,
Mhm.
potentially.
Mm-hmm.
If you hear anything news about my grandfather, I kind of need to talk to him.
Who, Trug the Orc?
No. The one who ends
Trug
up
the
with-
Elf?
She's gonna like look down at the sword in her hand and be like, the one that let me pick up the sword of Arcadia, the Thorn of Arcadia. Ilthurin Iltalasvanas. That guy.
Yeah, well,
If you
first
can
off, Gesundheit.
Keep
but,
an eye
like,
out. Please, like,
Ollie's just gonna
you
start die laughing in the corner.
You don't have to. A personal favor.
Look, if you think that I haven't had an APB out for that guy from the moment that I knew you were descended from him, trust me, I'm doing background checks on all of y'all to make sure you don't run off with my ship.
If that makes sense.
That's fair. I can't blame you on that one. They are kind of crazy looking.
Yeah. Well, guess what? I'll keep an eye out, and if I hear anything, I'll tell you. And,
I appreciate it.
yeah, you take care of yourselves, okay? Some of you looked a little pale. Oh, I gotta go. My popcorn's ready. Don't
I
die.
want popcorn now.
Beep.
I love Edagon way too much.
For those of you
Same.
tuning in for the first time, Edagon is Danny DeVito. Like, that's just who
Yeah.
he is. Like, he's just picture Danny DeVito saying all of that. I'm doing my best. That's Danny DeVito.
And it comes across perfectly.
It really does. I picture Danny DeVito the whole time.
Yeah, just in all of his Danny DeVito-ness.
That definitely is. It's always sunny, Danny DeVito too.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
for sure.
that's the one I'm picturing because that's the one you've shown me the most.
Oh
of.
no, you don't!
And then I started blasting.
And then I started playing. That was his introduction.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. All right, so you guys, you now have a trajectory. Cadamus plots in the course. I mean, luckily,
The general.
yeah. I mean, if we get it inside of, if we get inside of probably about 100 miles of it, I can probably trace it there. It's going to mess around with a lot of wind currents and things like that. Things that the Duchess should be able to detect.
Okay.
100 miles is not too shabby. Anyway, 1,000 miles is going to take us better part of a day. So, you got some time?
Yeah.
All right. And with that, you all can go and do what you were originally planning on doing before you realized that you had no idea. Which actually was in my notes. They don't know where they're going is written right
Oh my
here.
god.
But I was like, I'm not going to tell you. This is your idea.
And we
Alright.
were so confident too.
It's true. I know. I was like, you guys just hopped in the ship and left. You didn't even say goodbye. You're like, all right, well,
Bye.
screw you too. Come and borrow my car. Meh. All right.
Stupid kid, ungrateful kids.
All right. Mars, you are feeling like absolute dragon shit right now.
Yeah, she's gonna have like a blanket around her and like be looking for water.
There is water aboard. There's water, alcohol, whatever really ails
Ugh, not alcohol, please. Water.
you. Okay.
Spitting
So-
up
That's
that
very-
black stuff was not fun.
It's true. It definitely was not.
So what looks like is wrong with Mars?
Well, she vomited pure shadow onto people 2 games ago and has been looking gross ever since. You were definitely conscious for that, Malia. So if
I
Malia
don't
wants to
remember
go,
that.
basically she got dragon breath somehow.
Right, that one. Okay.
Yeah, that one. So would you go check on her?
Yes.
Okay. So, Mars, you are toddling off to go get some water while you were traveling, and as you were just nestling down into your room, into your bunk, you're going to hear...
Mars,
What?
can I come in?
No.
I've got tea and cookies.
Okay, come in.
Malia knows how to do this shit. She'll go in and like kind of put them next to Mars and kind of poke her lightly to check.
Yeah. Her tail's probably like sticking out from a blanket. It's just like limp noodle.
All right. One sec. I was just changing my spells over, so I have different stuff right now. I'm gonna check detect poison and disease
Okay.
to see if she's sick.
All right. So detect poison and disease. She's not poisoned at the moment. But let me just check that real quick to see whether or not that does anything. So walking in, do you hand her the tea and cookies?
Yep.
You probably also knows like her room is a disaster area of like clothing thrown everywhere. Her bag is just like thrown against the wall, and it's just like she's a huddle underneath her blanket. You can't see
I'm just
anything
gonna kind
from
of
her
pluck a
except her
bit and go
tail.
and pick stuff up. You know, like the kind of click your tongue.
Can you make me a medicine roll?
Sure.
Ooh, Mars is just a hot mess.
Yeah,
That's true.
she's a hot
Oh, that's gonna
something.
be 18.
18. So you cast the spell, calling on Vale's light to reveal for you whatever is ailing your friend. And as you cast it, nothing comes of it. She's not poisoned. She's not diseased. But with that, you think that maybe that output of energy has kind of maybe shocked her system a little bit. Maybe if you knew how she did that, you'd be able to help, but
That's fair. Yeah, Malia is going to kind of go, so what did you
Ugh.
do? Because that is about when this started.
What?
Look, in the top of the tower when you shadow stuff. How did you do that? Like, what did you do to get that? Because that's about when all this started happening for you. And you've not gotten better yet, so...
Well, how much time has passed now?
probably
Kelly?
about an hour.
Okay, so it hasn't been very long
No, not very long. So
Okay.
are you talking about since the tower?
since the tower, yeah.
Since the tower, it's been about, probably about 20 hours.
Okay, so almost like the end of the next day.
Yeah. So you're
Okay.
probably starting to feel a bit better than you were, but definitely it's still like you're a little shaky-legged.
Yeah. Well, Malia, I still don't know how to use magic and components properly, so
I mean, that's fair, but
No.
that doesn't really answer the question. I can't help you if I don't know what you did.
you know as much as I do, babe.
Can you give me a deception roll and an insight roll, respectively?
At the same time?
Yes.
Well, no. I'm going to give Malia the insight roll. I'll give you the
Okay.
deception roll.
Cool.
Because you were trying to mislead her very, very carefully.
28.
Okay.
28.
Oh my god.
I rolled a 19 and I had 9.
Okay, so both of you are
I
going
add
to
10 to mine.
both of you are going to have a moment where you look at each other and you get like the close up on your eyes with like lightning arcing between you, where you don't really know who's telling the truth. And you're like, you are exact. They're all right. After you, run the scene. I can't do anything to this.
We broke the D.
You broke the DM with 28s. I'm sorry. All right, so go ahead. So you have no idea if she believes you. You have no idea if she's lying or not.
Look, I don't care what it is. I'm assuming it's something weird because it was like shadowy magic that just sucked the life out of the dude.
It feels like a lot of my magic that I've been able to do lately was since you got appointed high priest and I had a really, really weird dream.
Like,
I wasn't able to do magic before, but now I can.
What sort of weird dream?
I was in the other temple, the Temple of Nyrn, and there were people waiting there for me.
Oh. Huh.
And I let something in, I think.
Okay, so based on what I know of magic as Malia, and based on that, like what sort of spells she used and whatnot so far, like Eldritch Blasts or things.
The Eldritch Blast and the was it Witch's Blight, I think it's called? I'd have to check my spells.
Would I have recognized those as like warlock type spells? And thus be kind of thinking, warlock?
I don't think that people. I don't think people think in that way.
But it's definitely magical.
I think that it's just like you might think that maybe she made a deal with a higher power.
Okay.
So put this through the context of a cleric. How would a cleric imagine this?
Probably. She's a cleric of Nyrn.
Yeah, she's probably a cleric of Nyrn.
Oh. Okay. How is this gonna work if we're trying to do stuff against Nyrn? But it sounds an awful lot like you are now a cleric of Nyrn.
What? I gotta
She's just gonna ask bluntly and straight up. Like, how is this gonna work? Like, we're friends, but how is this gonna work?
We'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
All right, just don't stab me in the back, okay?
Oh god, here it comes.
All right, so we're gonna segue.
Do I think, based on what I've seen of her, that Greater Restoration would work? Or just
yeah,
a healing spell.
It wouldn't hurt.
All right. Well, here, let's try this. Gonna touch her on the forehead.
Is that when you're cantrips?
No.
No, it's a 5th level abjuration spell.
Let me just save you the spell slot there.
She's not telling you she's doing it. She's just
That's
gonna.
fair.
No. Okay.
Actually, you will start to feel a bit better.
Ugh.
Like it's gonna definitely take the edge off. Greater Restoration is an incredibly potent clerical spell, Mars, and you're gonna be feeling halfway, well, not human, but halfway alive again.
Oh, she's gonna like rustle in the bed, be like, and then sit up, and she's like naked. And I'm like, oh, thanks, and then take her top from you and start getting dressed.
Mally's just gonna kind of whatever. She's seen it all before.
Yeah.
Hey, but
We've shared rooms often enough by now.
Right? Can you imagine if Greater Restoration was just a cantrip?
Oh god.
Which one is the one that is a cantrip for you?
Oh, not that. It's Spare the Dying.
Spare the Dying, okay.
Yep.
So Spare the Dying is just the one where it stabilizes somebody who's below 0.
Yep.
It doesn't regain any hit points. I think they just go straight to 0, but they stabilize, no more death saves.
Meanwhile, across the hall in Tia's room, Tia sits and tries to communicate with the Thorn of Arcadia, the ancient sword that kind of where is it? How are you doing this? You're in your little bunk.
Sitting like on the bunk and like holding the sword like in front of her, like etc. Or either that or she's got it and sitting on the. I think she'll try that first, and then she'll try putting it. No, she'll start with it on the bunk in front of her and like have her hands down on it, and then if that doesn't seem to do anything, she'll pick it up and try that. And also, I want to pull my rats out. I don't know if they have names yet, but I forgot that I had rats.
Yep, you have rats that you took from the Great Dark.
I will make sure I feed them something because I don't want something to happen to them like happened to my miniature mimic.
Your miniature mimic died, but you had rations in your bag, and the rats have been enjoying them. You have no more rations in your bag.
Not surprised.
Yeah. Do not put the rats in the bag of holding. That is a bad idea. That's what happened to the mimic.
No, I know. Is that?
I think that's what happened. I think you didn't feed it, and then you put it in a place with no air, and I think even mimics have to breathe.
Yikes.
So why don't you go ahead and make me a charisma check?
Sure. I rolled a 6.
A 6. You stare long and hard at the sword. It's beautiful. Its edge is as keen as it was the day it was made, shining with a dim greenness to the steel. The handle itself is intricately designed and wrapped with what appears to be vine that you'll recognize as some of the underfoliage from the Feywild. Along the pommel, you'll see that there is actually an occasional sprout of ivy or some other type of tough, sprouting weed.
I'm gonna try and think really hard at it.
Okay.
And feel really stupid about this, and basically go like, "You spoke to me before. Do you have like? Please explain. How did this? How is this possible? I don't understand." And if that fails, she'll eventually actually like pick it up and be like, "Okay, sword, please say something. Do you have like? How did you tell me things before? Was it? Please." Please. No, what the fuck am I doing?
Asking me all sorts of questions. You'll hear in your mind, I was trying to sleep.
I didn't think you to respond. Sorry for disturbing you.
What do you want to know?
How am I able to hold you? How am I the heir?
The blood of ancient elves courses through your bones and veins.
Yes.
You are the last descendant of a long line of kings and queens.
But I'm only part of an elf.
Even the most pure ocean evaporates and can rain into a gutter.
Ouch.
You're getting smacked off by a sword.
But is it not still the ocean?
I guess. You don't seem happy about this arrangement either. Or you don't seem happy about it.
I am not happy because you are not happy about it.
I'm confused.
Do you
Isn't there somebody...
deserve my power?
I don't know.
The right has fallen to you.
But
there is no other. Die or breed. And then pass me along.
What if I found my father or my grandfather? Would you prefer them? Wouldn't you prefer them?
To the youngest.
Ah. Okay.
The power of our Lord flows out like a river.
Mm-hmm.
You are the river cutting a channel through the stone.
I don't see how the elves will accept this.
It is not their place to choose. It is their place to obey. Run from it or accept it. Your destiny arrives all the same.
I see. Okay. Thank you for your wisdom. It has given me a lot to think about.
I am a tool. I am a weapon. I am a symbol, nothing more.
Do you have like a scabbard or something that I
Okay.
should be finding or having made for you?
It's your choice. I'm sort of an awkward shape for a scabbard.
Right. Hmm.
It helps me be displayed in my magnificence.
Okay.
It has a
Then
point.
I
It is
will-
pretty magnificent.
It's pretty magnificent, yeah.
Like, I'm
Then-
just saying, like,
Understood. In that case, I'll leave you be for now. Thank you for answering my questions.
do not call upon me terribly often. I am very old and enjoy my rest when I am not spilling the blood of the insolent.
And he's just gonna put it down to the
Okay.
side
All right.
and go and pet her rats and just
Okay.
kind of be like, please distract me with something less heavy.
Your rats will learn how to play volleyball using a cherry tomato.
Good
I will
distraction,
see
thank you.
which one of the rats wins.
They don't have names, do they?
I don't think you name them, but the rat on the right,
No.
the darker-haired one, definitely wins this game.
Okay.
So Amy, you have attuned to that weapon. Would you like to know what it
All right.
does?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I've figured that out.
Do you have its stats in front of
What
you?
I have listed is that it is 1d8 one-handed, 1d10 versatile. That's
So-
all I have written down.
Sounds great. It also has an additional 2 features that you should know about.
Hmm.
The first you will actually know. The second you will kind of suss out, and will be defined later. That sword is a plus. One moment, please. That is a +3 weapon. While holding this weapon, you gain a bonus to attack and damage rolls that is a +3, and you gain a bonus to spell attack rolls and saving throw DCs while using it.
So that's the same +3.
Yep.
Bonus applies to spell attacks and saving. And was there
It's saving throws that you cast, yes.
Oh man.
Yeah. So
Damn.
that. Yes.
Damn.
It also has another feature which you've sussed out a little, that at least when you hit an elf with it, it does bad things to that elf. That will be quantified later.
Cool. All right.
Elsewhere
What a
on the
sword.
ship. Zeno? Farah's voice comes through the wall. You,
Come in.
you're not doing anything weird, right?
I never do anything weird.
You always do things weird. That's all you do. That's literally your thing. If you were a king, you'd be Zeno the Weird, first of his name.
Okay, that's fair. But no, I'm not doing anything weird.
The door will click and slowly open, and Farah will kind of...
Like poke her head in.
Yeah, just an eye. She's making sure you're not doing anything weird. Are you doing anything weird?
No, he's just standing looking at the back window.
You wanted to talk?
See?
You wanted to talk?
Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot on my mind, and you're the easiest person to talk to for me.
Yeah, I'm pretty easy. Do you want to get tea or something, or where?
Yeah, yeah, sure. That sounds great.
There's nobody in the mess right now. If you want to be, if you don't want anybody else around.
Perfect. Yeah. Yeah. That sounds great.
You head out into the mess hall, and very quickly, between a combination of a little bit of magic and a little bit of hot water brewing, some tea is made. A nice a nice cup of like more like an oolong kind of brown black tea is made and served up with a little bit of sugar. Farah uncharacteristically is not taking any biscuits with it. So what's up?
Yeah, a couple things. Well, firstly, what do I even do with the whole my ex was in the room that got incinerated. I don't even know what to feel. I don't know what to think about it. Like, and just like, what, 20 minutes before we had just had a conversation about feelings for her, and then that happened, and now I don't know what's going on or what I'm feeling, and it's complicated, and I'm used to
Not complicated.
I'm used to not complicated and feeling happy, and I'm not feeling happy, and I don't do well with not feeling happy.
It's okay not to feel happy all the time. I don't feel happy all the time. I mean, I don't feel miserable all the time either, but
Like there's a lot going on, and it's saving the world, traveling to other planes of existence.
yeah, but you're good at it, you know?
I mean, I like to think so. It's
You're
different
alive.
from I'm alive, and that's good. And I mean, I do have fun. I have great friends. And
Yeah, you do have good friends.
it's just I'm not good with showing emotions.
You don't have to be good at everything.
I know, and I'm so used to being good at things.
But you know you're not good at everything, Zeno.
No, I'm bad at a lot of things.
You're bad at a lot of things, so why are you letting it get to you?
Because
Nobody said you had to be good at this stuff.
it's just there's so much. There's so much, and it's so heavy, and everyone else always gets stressed, and I like being the person that everyone can look to and not be stressed about, and now everything is stressed.
Oh, I mean, you putting too much pressure on yourself. Besides, if anybody's the comic relief, it's probably Cadmus. Like, remember the dancing thing with the giants?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's I still dream about that sometimes. It's great.
No, that's fair. But yeah, and it's like I do feel a little lost about Very, even though we had just seen each other again for the first time in ages, and then all that happened, and then now she's gone for good, and there's nothing that can change that. And before, it wasn't really a concern because I've always figured that, well, there's always time to make things up. There's always time to make things right. And if it's something that we both wanted, there's always time to make something happen. But just when I'd kind of come to terms with the fact that I was okay with that not happening, or rather, boom.
Yeah.
And that's heavy. And then, I mean, Tia's queen of the elves now. What the heck?
Would you rather be queen of the elves? That'd be even heavier.
Oh God, you're totally right. And I mean, the more I think about it, I mean, I was pretty upset when she picked up the sword and was fine. But I mean, I guess, you know, looking at it more, it's what would I even do with a sword? I don't use them very often. So I don't even have a need for a sword. So that's fine. I'm okay. And then there's the whole thing about traveling to it was Shadowfell, right, Kelly?
Just the Shadowfell, yeah.
The Shadow. Then there's the whole thing about traveling to the Shadowfell and the Carrion Queen.
Yeah, but you like her, right? She's your lady.
I mean, technically, but I don't really like her.
I mean, her name's the Carrion Queen. I don't know how likable she probably is.
And I don't really think she is gonna really like me. What do you know about fate bindings? Or fate when a god or demigod fates you to do something?
I mean, they're pretty. I mean, it's a fate binding. I mean, the name kind of summarizes it.
How does one get out of it?
And there are a couple of easy ways. I mean, you can try to subvert the wording of it, but that usually backfires. You can try to find your way out or have a higher power negate it. You could use a wish spell, but those are hard to come by and they're pretty dangerous. I can't cast one of those. It's going to be years of study before I'll even be able to start learning the theory on that.
Because she,
If she's got you doing something stupid?
No, she wants me to do something that I really don't want to do, and that I'm not going to.
Then you'll figure a way around it. You were saying that everybody turns to you to be, you know, the guy that isn't stressed and that is taking things nice and casual, right?
Well, I like to maintain that role at least.
But that's not true. We don't need you because you're casual, Xeno. We need you because you're Xeno. And happy or sad, that's, you know, still who you are. And that's who you're hopefully going to be. So, you know, so long as you stick around and stay being Xeno, then there's no problem. You know? Then everything, you know, can keep going, even if you're a little sad from time to time. I'm sorry that you lost someone. I know what it's like. It's not easy.
Yeah, it's hard. I don't know what to do. And I don't know how to feel. And I don't know how to act. I don't know what to do. And I'm just lost. for the first time in my life, I just feel lost. The only stability I have in my life, it seems, is well, you all. You.
Well, I mean, we're that's. I think everybody else feels the same way.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
You're definitely not the only one, dummy. Do you think that we would be on a stupid adventure to go and find a bunch of magic pebbles to go put a goddess back to sleep if we didn't trust each other and didn't need each other, because we're all a bunch of misfit idiots who don't have any other friends or family we can turn to? Except for Tia. Tia's got tons of people, but they're all lost too, so who knows?
Yeah.
And Mali has got a bunch of drunk dwarves, but that's beside the point. I think Mars has some family too. But basically, we're all
a little lost here.
I don't think it's about not being lost. I think it's about trying to help each other get found.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you'll get there. I mean, think about it this way. Like, you're on a Skye ship sailing across the continent going to a magic floating island thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool, isn't it?
It is pretty cool. And, you know, you get to do it with your friends. You know, you got Mars and Tia and Malia and Cadmus, and like, hey, I'm even here. So, you know, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good. We're gonna have a lot of adventure, and we're gonna go find some shards, and maybe we can turn Mars back into a human, if that's still I don't even know. Is that still a thing we're trying to do?
I don't think that's a thing that she's
Is that a thing? She was
gonna pursue anymore.
She's kind of wishy-washy about it.
Yeah.
I kind of am curious what she looked like beforehand, though. I think she showed us once with a hat, but I can't really remember. I think I was drinking.
Probably. You do that sometimes, and it's not always the best.
Well, look, it's, I have a, you get drunk too.
That's true.
You should
That's true.
And don't get drunk right now.
No, we have stuff to do. Well, I don't know how long it's going to take to get there, but... Thank you for being you.
Thanks for being you. Wouldn't have any other Xeno on this trip.
Oh, good.
Good.
You're the... I'm most comfortable with you. I really like having you around. And spending time together. You're really nice.
I have been known to be nice from time to time, and I am kind of having a sugar crash, actually. And then she's actually going to tip over her teacup at this point, which is going to spill. Oh shit. Okay. What do I have? Towel.
Zeno's gonna bend down at the exact same time, like not intending to.
Are you gonna do the head thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so. Ow!
Ow!
Do the hand thing. Do the hand thing. Touch your hand.
Quiet, you.
Ow! That really hurt.
The chat is going nuts.
I purposely haven't been reading the chat.
Okay, I've been avoiding it too. Did I get you with a horn?
Yes. Ow.
That's what they're there for.
And, oh God, he's being really awkward right now.
Cookies.
And,
Let's see.
yeah. That sound, and he's
That-
gonna reach for the cookies too.
The cookies are gone.
The cookies are gone.
The cookie. Malia. Malia!
Sorry, not sorry.
Where are the cookies? I saw you in the mess. I know Catamus doesn't eat them. He's watching his figure.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So you know.
can I insight check her?
Sure. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, that's
Oh.
it. That's
Oh.
that's gonna be a 22.
With deception, that is a. Oh, that stat should have gone way up actually. 20. I mean, that's at least a 21. So, what are you trying to insight out of her?
How does she feel about the situation?
She seems kind of mad about the cookies. She's definitely leaning hard on the cookies. Probably, you might have made her uncomfortable, dude. She's trying to change the subject pretty hard. I will say that is the primary motivator, is changing the subject.
Thanks for the chat.
Yeah, no, it was good, and I'm
Yeah.
I'm always available for a chat.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go up.
Yeah, enjoy. Don't jump off.
I'll try to avoid it.
My chat wasn't that bad, right? Like my chat's not that. Like you're not gonna jump off the ship.
No, I'm
Good. Okay, then
I'm all
enjoy
good, and,
not jumping off the ship.
And he's going to like bolt out of the room.
One moment. Okay, cool.
Well, walk speedily out of the room.
Okay, and as you were, who do you pass in the hallway as you go? Who would be coming back to the mess at this point? So, Malia, as you're making your way back to the mess...
Malia heard the bellow and started heading back over to find out
Okay.
what was being bellowed about.
So, Zeno is fast walking up to the deck, and
Yeah.
Farah's just kind of like leaning against the counter, like... Really could have used those cookies.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything! He was just upset. And
He wasn't pouting! What did you do?
I didn't do it. I tried to give him some cookies. Real cookies! Don't give me that look! Stop looking at the spider! The spider looks down at you.
It's a very interesting spider.
It's not that interesting of a spider! I think I upset it. Look, I didn't do anything! Okay? Like, I don't know, he's just really broken up about his... ex and stuff, and...
So you had a heart-to-heart.
Yeah.
That doesn't quite explain why you both ended up like awkward little cookies and he's storming off to the deck. Would you...
Nothing.
Oh.
No!
You are awkward little cookies. That's what you are. Here, do you want the rest of the cookies? I saved some.
Stop saying cookie!
That's what they are!
Yes, I know, but then you called me a
can make
cookie. I'm not a cookie if
anything
you're...
sound
Nobody
You're
was
cute
eating
and
me!
sweet. I mean, if you got your act together, that could be.
Shh, Ryan. As she says that, she is going to just exhale fire out of her nostrils.
Oh, cool trick. Mally will put cookies in her hand, pat her on their shoulder, and be like, well, welcome to the family. This is how it works. Deal with it.
You are a jerk. I want you to know that you're a jerk. And you've always been a jerk. And it's a lot of jerk to fit into someone that short.
Yeah, I worked hard at it. Thanks for noticing.
No problem.
Yeah, you're not going to survive hanging out with dwarves if you can't deal with this.
I'll drink you under the table.
You have never yet drank me under the table.
Yeah, well, you know, that's your opinion.
That's what happened, so that is my opinion.
Is Marge dead?
No. I think she's out of bed, actually.
Is she naked
It
again?
only took like a 5th level spell.
Yeah. What did she drink?
I don't know what she did. Did she drink something?
I don't know. She's always drinking something.
Oh, okay.
You know, bows, weird potions, Goliath love juice.
That's one way to describe it. Hallie's gonna just kind of eye and see if she's still like breathing fire out.
No, she's not. She's just kind of looking off into space. Boys are weird.
Yes. It is something to do with the male half of any species.
Yeah.
Anything that identifies anywhere close to male seems to have that weirdness. I don't know what it is. There's something about it.
There's a time and a place, you know? Right? Like, there's a time and a place for things to happen, and usually it's not right after, like, really bad stuff. Like, I know that's when a lot of people try to do stuff, but that's not the right time to do stuff. Like, that's not the...
Mallory will climb up on a chair beside her and kind of get an arm around her and just like, yes. No, you're right. You are being very well adjusted and smart.
It's just... Of course I'm well adjusted and smart.
That's why I complimented you on it.
It's just there's a lot of stuff happening right now.
That's fair. I think at this point, the rest of us, none of us know if our families are even alive. Seeing what's happening on that little continent. Honestly, I have a nice little box where I have shoved all that stuff. Because unfortunately, the whole idea of maybe like Nyrn getting out and the world ending is frankly more important than my family. So that thought just goes over there. It's in a box. I'm not dealing with it.
Is that what'll happen?
But I think you already had a really tough conversation, or at least heavy.
Is that
heavy? That is the wording.
Is that what'll happen?
What?
I mean, we've been doing this for a while. I actually didn't really think too much about it before now, but just if Nyrn gets out, the world's gonna end. That just
honestly, you know what? I hadn't actually thought about it before, but I don't really know why she was shoved in the first place.
It just doesn't seem to make any sense. Isn't she as tough as Vale? Couldn't Vale just punch her? And then you got all the other gods. I mean, does she have a bunch of gods on her side that nobody knows about or something? Like, it just seems like if this was a bar fight, I know who I'd bet on. I don't know.
Mally's gonna kind of just look very pensive and like, had not considered this before.
Well, at the very least, we should make sure that nobody else gets him.
Yeah.
Good talk. Pat, pat.
Mally will kind of absentmindedly also repeat the pat, pat.
All right. And with that, time passes. You all spend the next day recuperating, figuring yourselves out a bit, taking some time to really kind of just relax on the trip there. There's a little bit of work to do that Cadamus will go around kind of banging on walls and say, really could use somebody to go and fix the head. You know, somebody with maybe some water magic or something like that. You know, somebody who can go in and, you know, make sure to clean off all the piss. Really, it's just kind of messy in there. Anybody? And later.
Who's pissing on the seat?
And then, you know, these dishes aren't going to do themselves. I mean, maybe we should get one of those.
Out around like the mess. Yeah.
Yeah,
Still
maybe
not,
it'd be a good idea to do some cleaning, or maybe.
I mean, Tia was in a militia. She's used to like cleaning up after herself on a regular basis, so she'll help out. Absolutely.
That's why I like you, Greenie. So, did I hear you're a queen now? What? What's wrong? Did I call you Greenie? Is that a bad thing?
Don't.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Tia.
Tia's fine. I'm Tia. Like, what?
I'm trying to call you a fun name, all right? Is that all right?
You can just use my name.
I could just use your name. Yeah, I could probably just use your name.
Is it important to you for some reason? The fun name? Is this?
I don't know why.
Yeah, I know, this is worth mentioning. For some reason, our auto filter for vulgarity caught Edagon as a vulgar term, and I don't know how
as a sexual term.
As a sexual.
I was like,
boy, I am gonna give her the old Edagon. There's something about this world that even we don't know, guys. Edagon used to be a porn star, apparently.
What?
Edagon the Wide is what he used to be known as. Edagon the Wide. Edagon the Girthy.
Oh my god, I wouldn't even be shocked.
So wait, so what happened, Kelly?
Our auto vulgarity filter flagged the word Edagon that one of our chatters was trying to use. It was going to be like, or Edagon, and flagged Edagon specifically as a sexual term. And asked me, should I...
EDDIGONE.
Like, is this something else? Like, I'm... Hold up.
We must know.
Urban Dictionary time.
That's weird. Yeah, somebody look that up, and we'll talk about it during the break.
First link is generic fantasy setting. Like, what?
All right, so you all just kind of have a fairly relaxing trip across the Western Ocean. And soon enough, you are finding that you are getting a little bored. And it's that moment where things start to feel a little boring.
Mars,
Mars, no, but I think at this point, you guys are all starting to, like, get your shit together, because when you start to get bored is usually when something bad happens.
True. Prepare for that, but play cards with someone? I don't know.
All right, so as you are playing cards downstairs, can I get a gambling roll off of y'all?
Sure. What are we gambling? Are we gambling the last cookies?
Sure, gambling the last cookies.
So what would that be?
So it is a wisdom roll,
no.
traditionally, and if you are proficient in the game that you are playing.
What's the game? I was good at a game once.
Does anybody have a...
I've played a game once.
I was good at it. Don't you remember?
It was like...
It was that card
something?
game.
Yeah, we played it with this... Was it Succubus?
Yeah.
And I think I won.
I think you won.
I'm proficient with gaming set dice, not with cards.
Cool. So you can do a dice game. So go ahead. All right, everybody, make me a...
Wisdom with proficiency then, I guess?
Wisdom with proficiency for Amy, and not wisdom with proficiency for anybody else.
19.
Oh, 19.
14.
24.
I rolled a 19. Hold on. 19. Oh, no. 17. All right.
I was like, wisdom, you say?
Yeah. All right. Malia takes all the cookies. And as you are sweeping all of the cookies on the table into a big pile, you are going to hear over the comm, I think I found it.
Ooh. Should we go take a look?
If you want to, I'd wear your rain slickers.
Oh, no, rain.
Sure, yeah. He'll
Alia, like,
Yep, up on
shoves
deck.
her cheeks full of cookie.
make one of those other cookies that you like from the table.
All right. As you head outside, you will feel that there is a depth to the air, an ozone that stings at your nostrils as you head out onto the bow of the ship. The deck, in spite of its magic, is slick with rain, and you find yourself standing aboard, looking out over dark, endless ocean, with occasional thunder crack lighting the darkness, revealing nothing around you except the roar of the waves beneath you. Got it. North by northwest from here. See that cloud?
Hmm?
That one. The one that's shaped roughly like a gazelle.
The one.
No, the gazelle, not the rabbit, the gazelle.
You see a rabbit?
The one I'm pointing at.
Follow his finger and where he's pointing.
Perception check?
Does it? Yeah,
Everyone can give me a perception check, yeah.
absolutely.
14.
Yeah, no, Mally's
that's
just
better.
distracted by shoving cookies in her face.
Okay.
21.
25.
25? Okay.
Yeah, 25.
As you watch, you see the dark, black clouds rolling in front of you. Some 2 miles. You can only see them occasionally as the lightning arcs from cloud to cloud. And then you realize that as the lightning arcs again, it's not a cloud. It's the raw, bare earth of a landmass in front of you.
Damn.
It looks like when you dig a tree out of the ground and try to preserve the roots, and there are those clumps of earth still clinging to the bottom like stalactites. Aye. But look, and he gestures around, and all of you will eventually notice that the cloud cover here stretches for miles. There's something else you should probably see. Look behind us. As you turn your heads and look, you wouldn't have realized at this point. But as you look behind the ship, beneath the cloud cover, at the edge of your vision, looking tens of miles toward the horizon behind you to the east, it's dawn behind you. And you are in twilight. I think we're here. An island so big that it blots out the sun, eh?
That's spooky.
Aye,
That's horrifying.
aye, that too. Oh, there's a gap in the cloud cover there. I can take us up. If you're up for it.
Well, we got this far. We might as well keep going.
And let's hope it's a friendlier reception than we got in Azabak.
Yeah.
Here's hoping.
We gonna do this, or are we gonna blow up this place too?
Yeah,
Cheats it.
If you blow this up, try not to do it on top of anything we like.
Hmm.
Because when this thing goes down, it's going to take everything with it. The displacement in the ocean alone would be massive. Lot of dead fish.
Not think about that.
Alright, so don't blow it up. Alright, I'm going to take it up. Watch yourselves.
Hmm.
And slowly, as he takes the wheel and starts piloting the ship upward, the ship will jerk. A bolt of lightning will arc across the deck, being deflected by some of the protection wards on the side of the hull. That was a bit too close. I don't like it. As he takes you up, cloud surrounds you. The clouds are clinging tightly to the base of this little massive landmass. And as you are moving through the clouds, can I get everybody here to make me a deck save?
I thought that was a 1 for a second. Whew.
Save?
14 for me. Oh, no, so 24 for
Oh,
me.
24. Okay, that's probably
Yeah.
14.
12.
18? 12?
12.
Okay, so that is
I.
Tia. Okay, so
He is gone.
just one moment, my friend. Tia, there is a bolt of lightning that rips across the deck. And rips across directly where you and Cadamus are standing. It's too fast for you to dodge. The wards catch part of it, but that's not enough to catch all of it. You and Cadamus are going to take 16 points of lightning damage.
May I use a reaction? Or
Yes, you
no?
may.
Because I have absorb elements prepared, so I will lessen the effect.
Sounds good. All right, so that will... casting that, you will suddenly absorb some of the lightning. Cadamus is going... Oh!
Do we see a skeleton?
I
No.
think half damage, I think.
You'll take half damage. So you'll take 9. I think, did I say 16 or 18?
I think it's 16.
Then you'll take
or
8. All right. I have a feeling there's going to be more of that. And he begins to take you up higher. Now, the air here is rough. And as you climb higher, you can see that the clouds are holding thick. They move around the deck like they're made of liquid, flowing, sloshing against the rim, pooling around your ankles. Before long, though, the sky ship is going to breach cloud. And you'll see the sunlight surge around you, pushing through the cloud cover like needles. And that's when you get a good look at what's around you. And the sun is up, but the cloud up here is violent. As soon as you break the layer of cloud and come above the baseline of the floating island of Vale, the ship begins to rock haphazardly, shaking you all around. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. You can see in the dim grayness here that below you, as the ship arcs up, like a boat cresting a gigantic wave, a massive, massive island stands beneath you. Not just one island, though. At least 6. One tremendous one in the center, larger around than any landmass you've ever seen from above. It stretches into the distance. But you can see that there are several landmasses floating around it, like the hands of a clock, chained to it by bridges of glowing magic. 5 of them connected to the main one, maybe more. Smaller islands connected to the larger islands connected to the giant island. and all around the main island. As the ship banks up. All right, I'm going to put us down. Can I please get a perception roll with disadvantage off of all of you?
Oh dear.
15.
15? Oh, actually,
Ooh, you said perception?
with dis, yes.
Well, it's gonna be a 10 because at least I have a +7. My
Farah got
perception
a
roll.
7.
I rolled a 3.
Okay, that is gonna be 19.
19? Oh, damn. And what'd you get, Mars? Or did you speak just now?
Sorry, 9.
9? Okay. And Cadamus got a 5. All right, so as you
I
arc
rolled
up,
a 10.
he arcs into the sky, taking you a good half mile up, and begins to tilt the wheel. All right, I'm going to bring us down here. Malia, you are going to see at the last second that the ship starts to touch down, and there is a sheen of water flowing down as if a wall.
Shit, watch out, watch out! Shield, 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 shield!
Okay, let me go ahead
He's gonna
and...
just start screaming over the sound of the storm.
Okay, can I get a deck save off everybody?
Oh, Yep.
26.
26?
13.
That's gonna be 16.
15.
Okay, so anybody besides Farah get below 15? You did. What'd you get, Mars? You got a... you're muted again, by the way.
Sorry, it keeps on doing it on its own.
Okay.
13.
13. Okay. All right. There is going to be a smash as the front of the Duchess collides with the side of this immense barrier. Mars, you and Farah are going to go flying. Yeah. You guys are going to go flying.
It's a good thing that Farah has,
A ring of feather fall?
yeah.
You are going to go flying. You are actually going to be caught by the banister,
Ow.
and you are going to take 12 points of damage, bludgeoning, as you are thrown bodily into the side. Everybody else, you're going to take probably like 2 points. It's going to be negligible, really. You're just mostly rattled as the ship pitches to the side, and you find yourselves holding on to whatever you can as quickly as you can. Cadamus is lashed to the wheel and can't really move. Otherwise, he would have tipped up, but his feet are dangling in the air as he holds onto the wheel. The ship pitches upside down.
No.
And Farah's going to start falling, but she has a ring of feather fall. Thank God.
Can I make a check to try and catch her while we're doing this?
You may with disadvantage, but if you fail, you fall.
What check? Dex?
So that is going to be, I'll say, an acrobatics check.
Okay, I'm pretty confident with acrobatics.
All right, with disadvantage, give it to me.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Acrobatics, that's going to be 24.
24. Okay. With 24, she is going to float in the air as the ship, tips over. You are going to go from where you are, clutching on to probably the side of the helm, and letting go suddenly. You can tumble upward into where the actual balloon of the ship is, grabbing onto some of the rigging and sliding across it to grab onto the back of her dress. All right, so that was a thing you did. Congrats.
Yay!
That was cool.
It was pretty cool. All right, the ship is going to completely flip at this point. Cadamus is going to struggle to grab onto the wheel and gets a nat 20. I forgot it! Tell me where to go! Tell me where to go! Looking down, you can see that that below you now, the ship begins to plummet downward, downward, downward. There are a few islands directly beneath you that you can aim for. There's one, it looks green, it's slightly off to the east there. Another one, no, to the south, I mean. And another one that looks like a forest. The other looks more like a jungle. That one is
I'm gonna aim him for the forest. I'll start screaming directions.
All right. I've almost got it. And he is going to try to touch down. Oh, that's actually not that bad. The Duchess is going to give him a bit of a boost. All of you, can you all give me a strength save to hold on as you are falling?
Oh, that's not
Thank
bad.
God
I
for
got
that
18.
tattoo.
26.
26?
Not 20.
17.
I did this
17,
wrong.
23.
23. Farrah's going to use her inspiration. Oh, that didn't help. You know what? I'm going to say that being grappled by Xeno helps. All right. What did you get, Mars?
18.
Okay. 18 sounds good. You all are going to hold on for dear life as you plummet downward into this green space. At the last second, the Duchess will mention, "We seem to be upside down. Would you like me to help this?" Yes! I'm trying my best. There's no need to yell. Aw, crap, she botched.
Oh no! Oh shit!
The Duchess is going to pull up at the last second as you plummet downward into the darkness.
Oh no.
And I think we'll find out what happens after our break.
Oh.
So guys,
We're all gonna die.
You're all gonna die. Don't go anywhere,
Squishy
too.
everyone.
If you're wild, dude.
So we'll be back in just 1 minute, and there will be more fun to be had here on the Shards of Nyrn. See you soon. Hello again! We're back from break. So, hi everybody. If you're watching on YouTube, this is normally the part I cut, but we have heard recently that people on YouTube want to see some more of the chatty bits. So, for those of you who are doing this for the first time for YouTube, if Twitch says anything and you want to reference it, definitely don't just respond. Be like, Twitch asks this, all right? So that way the YouTube people aren't completely in the dark for this. So, hello everyone. I hope you're enjoying the game.
Enjoy
so far.
listening to my crunchy seaweed.
It's true.
I just went and made myself a really nice hot cup of tea.
Nice.
I have tea.
Farrah spilled the tea. So we're really excited because we have the artist for our Reign of Emery's game, which is starting not Friday this week, but next week. And also the new art for this Shards of Nyrn game. Because recently we've been using like these generator pictures as long as we have them there. And they're cute. But I want some art that like is really ours, that we own, that looks lovely. And we, through Robin, our beloved teammate from Icewind Dale and Emery's and some upcoming games probably pretty soon, she managed to find this artist named Haley's. And Haley's is a wonderful artist from Canada. So, you know, same as us basically, and is a really cool person who also plays D&D and is really excited about art. And we're really excited to have her kind of like, I mean, she's kind of on the team now at this point, but like, you know, like distantly. So Haley's, I noticed that earlier you were gushing on, what was it? Was it Twitter that you were gushing on? Because you just got a bunch of new Patreon people. Cool. And you were really excited about that. You were like, oh, I have like 20 something people. That's so cool. And it is really cool. Your art's really good. So cool. Now you have 28.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Well, I'm at, is it Haley's or is it Hylet?
Oh, is it Haley's or Hylas?
She voted as Hylas before.
Is it Hylas?
Earlier.
Oh, okay. Oh, then my bad. Hylas.
I mean, both of those make sense.
So there you go. There you go. Dork Tales is now. No, you got 3 more today because I just did as I said that. I clicked the button just now.
If I had money, I would too, but I'm waiting on money.
Yep, that's fair. I'm waiting on money too. I want my BC COVID relief. So I will.
I'm
I
actually
will.
gonna go turn my heat down real quick.
I will keep doing that as long as I can afford to. The channel doesn't make terribly much money. It's enough to basically pay for internet and technology because we moved to COVID and art now. But we moved to COVID and the supplement art. And then like I had to help all of our players get new equipment, so I bought like 5 webcams in like a month. So I'm a little poor. But that reminds me, if you guys want to, go over and subscribe on YouTube because we get paid every time somebody watches on YouTube. So go do that. I don't, have fun. And don't forget we have merch. Oh my God, look at that lovely mug. What does that say? Is that Mars and Malia and Tia and Zeno and Farah on a mug?
I need it in my life now.
It's actually a really good mug. I really like this thing. Like I was like, I'm getting it because it's merch and it's something I'll use, but it's actually really good. Like I was not expecting this quality
on like mugs.
It's simple. It's not hard to clean.
I have the t-shirt.
Yeah, well, I was hoping to have the t-shirt today to show everybody. Do you have the t-shirt near you?
No, it's in my other room somewhere.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You have 2 rooms. So bougie. But it's Haley's. I did it. Hailey's?
Haley's.
No, I think they said
Haley's. Yeah, well, it says
they've corrected themselves. It's Haley's,
and I'm wrong.
Like Haley's, how you doing?
The Haley's. Okay.
Haley's.
So Haley's, like your art's great. Like I really think you should all go check out the work that she does because her skin work. She had this one thing that she did. Was it Starfire? I think that I was gushing about because when we were trying to pick an artist, actually we'd already picked you and you'd already done our full body work for Reign of Emeries, and then I'm like, oh, I really want some. We were talking about getting some art, and like there was a big debate among the Shards of Nyrn cast of like, do we get the full body shots or do we get like because it's about the same price to get like the busts, and I was like,
before getting like the Reign of Emeries, it was their picture of Jester that we were look at this quality. Oh, we totally can't get this artist. They're probably so expensive, and like they're totally out of our range. They're just so good.
Yeah. And then she slummed for us. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We're so happy.
We're so happy.
It's so nice.
Oh my God.
Well, it's great because I never really figured out how Malia looked besides obviously like dwarf red hair.
Hold on.
Some blue and gold in there.
I'm going to check which one it is. There's one that I want you all to go look at specifically because it's the one that sold everybody on the high quality ones.
Isn't it that sticker with the pink hair?
It was that. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it was your. Hold on. Yes, it's the picture of the girl. Oh, I hate
the pink-haired girl sticker.
Yeah, and it was like.
I think it was your profile picture for a while on Instagram, and like.
I think it's this one right there, and it was looking at her chest, and the difference in color of like the patches of skin. And I was just like, holy crap. Like, this looks like someone who is like slightly flushing across her chest. Like, there's that much detail. And I was just like, oh crap. That, and I watched you do a speed paint that was just amazing. It was the Starfire speed paint that I watched you do. And I was just like, damn, this is really good. It was very impressive. Question from the chat. What other Dorktail streams do your current players watch? That they aren't personally in?
That they aren't personally in?
Yeah, so what other streams are you guys in? What do you like?
Oh.
Yeah. So Sylvester Slays wants to know that. You can cry. It's okay, Haley's. Hey Liz.
Okay, we'll get it.
Wait,
We'll
so
get
what was the question?
What
I'm in the vast majority of games on this channel. Hard to say. Like, I don't necessarily actually watch other games that I'm not in.
But you're in like 9 games, so
I'm in so many of them that what time off I get, I need for me, and I need for my stuff and my video games and whatever I want to do. However, I love the costuming that everybody's done on Cyberpunk, and I must admit, I love some of the characterizations in the vampire game. So I've done a little bit of where I have it up while I'm playing, and I adore James's character. It's just fantastic.
I love it when Winter has time to actually do her full makeup and like parts of it fall off in the middle of the game, but that's not a bug, it's a feature.
No, like Winter's one in that game is just so creepy. It's great. But I must admit, there's something about James's voice and the way he plays that character that's just like
The creepy James voice is good. We have to figure out there may be an issue with Vampire tomorrow. I'm going to see if we can go ahead. One of our players is unavailable because they are they have another life event that's come up. The game is cursed, basically.
I was just gonna. That's what I was saying. Is that any vampire game is just cursed.
It's really
like, think
cursed.
about it. Think of all of our vampire games that we've played in LARP.
I find the Vampire Revised games aren't that cursed, but that's. I finished a lot of those, but like, yeah, anything with you in a vampire game is cursed. How's that?
Yeah, that's why I was like, I'd really like to be on tomorrow in some fashion. Just because it's been so long. I'm losing steam, honestly.
Well, me too. I'm kind of burned, so I kind of want to do it.
Yeah, so like, I think we should still log in, be our characters, do something.
Yeah, it might be slightly shorter.
Yeah.
But,
and then, like, maybe there's a chance that we can get our friend to come in later, but it depends on how she's feeling with her day, too, and just...
Yeah,
we'll see.
I'm not going to push it. I think we might run like a 2.5 hour game tomorrow. Just some like vignettes to kind of like remind us what the hell the game is. Because I'm actually late with my drafts for the next book. So that's something where every time I have a game that's like may or may not happen, I'm always like, I could just write because I've got all these like really cool things that I have to do. Because we're rewriting the Venture book right now.
Yeah, I had a pitch for you about tomorrow, possibly, but we can talk later if you want.
Please talk to me after game tonight and tell me what your idea is, or you can send me a text with like real quick, and I'll just so you don't forget it. But like I've got all.
Sorry, I was just gonna say. Otherwise, on Sylvester's question, I was like, does Mike and Amy have a favorite game that they are not in?
Okay, so the problem is that there's ones that I'm in that I really like to actually rewatch, but I like
doesn't count. You were part of it.
But it's not the part that I'm in that I like necessarily. I'm definitely talking about Werewolf. I'm just, and other people's reactions to Werewolf just make me so happy. But yeah, I know I'm in several games too. So it's like, what do I enjoyed the cyberpunk that I've seen so far. I love the frames, Michael. Holy crap. They're so good.
Yeah, all these frames.
All your characters have great costuming.
All these frames are done by Michael Eilot, who played Zan the Plan in Curse of Strahd and plays Vale Fender in Cyberpunk.
Yeah. And also, I like whenever I tune into Rhyme, because I try and get at least a chunk of that. I admittedly don't have the attention span to stay listening to an entire full session of games. I wish I did. But yeah, the parts I get, I like.
It's a really good game, actually. It's like, I'm very fortunate that I have so many good groups and that people are really coherent and cohesive and that people stick together, you know? I think it's really fun that, you know, like so many of you are watching this right now. That really means a lot to me. Like I was freaking out between the break because I'm like, we were talking about how during Mike and my scene with Farah and Zeno, we were trying not to look at the chat at all because we don't want anything forced. Like we want to just have we just want to role play it and see what happens.
Yeah, wanted to be super organic with it.
Right? But then I'm like, you know how cool it is that people are freaking out in the chat like that? Like we've been running this game for almost 3 years now, or will be 3 years in a few months. And like we've got people who are really showing up and getting into this, and we really love you guys for doing that. Like there is nothing quite as cool. Like I love the fan outpouring we get for Rime of the Frost Maiden. Don't get me wrong. But that's somebody else wrote Rime of the Frost Maiden. This is me, this is us right here, and having you with us on this adventure is so much more intimate and personal. You know?
It feels so cool. We should do like at some point when we finish this game a montage of just how we've changed from the very first episode, like around that long table with the shitty camera angles.
Oh no, back to the round table, the circle table.
That's what the final game should be.
Don't forget that before that we were down that long, skinny one.
Go to Dork Tales right now. Go to YouTube, youtube.com/dorktales, and look up episode 1 right now, Winter. It is.
Oh, it was so bad, and our sound ended up being really bad.
Yeah, you weren't even until episode 4.
Yeah. Because
that was Ryan was in with that.
Yeah. So
and then he ended up.
And his schedule got insane.
Yeah, well, because he had to leave because he went to the other coast for training. for his
Right.
new job, and then he came back and his job was shift work. So we were able to steal him for the Dog Run Bridge saga, but after that, it just wasn't anything else, you know?
Yeah.
I just want to say that if you're tuning into this and you are one of our World of Darkness fans, I know that a lot of you are really big fans of the World of Darkness stuff we do. I promise you that a lot of our World of Darkness stuff is kind of coming to a pause for a little while. We are going to come back in a really big way. I've got a bunch of stuff planned. It's just, I got to run something else first, and then we're going to, probably by summer, we'll be doing a lot more World of Darkness stuff. There's a cat right there.
Yeah.
You have a
Black
cat.
kitty. Winter's kitty.
Ooh, cat.
Your cat's there. Surprise, cat.
Surprise, kitty.
And I guarantee that someday, and if you know me, you know why this is important, I promise I will run Mage of the Ascension on the channel. The frame is already designed in my head. I know exactly how it'll look. It'll take Michael like 30 seconds to do it. I've got the pictures in a folder for him. I just don't have the right plot.
You have the players frothing at the mouth, ready to play, clawing their way into this game.
I've been running and playing Mage of the Ascension, like this weird graduate level role-playing game where you have to use magic that you believe in but doesn't actually exist, but it does exist because you believe in it, type of metaphysical quandaries no matter what you do. I've been running it since 2000. I've been playing in it since 2001. So 20 years now. I've lived in that world, and I've run it as a LARP for 12 years.
That was my first experience at LARP, was a Technocracy one.
So
I had played
great.
a little bit of Pathfinder prior to that.
I really
But that was
loved
my
it.
pull into RPG.
Oh, the Technocracy game.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good.
So
Oh my god.
and if you don't know,
That was my like intro into your guys' thing.
The
From the very beginning.
NWO no.
NWO, no, yeah, and you came in at a weird point too,
Syndicate is
because I wanted
Syndicate.
to get you in.
Yeah.
But
Hashtag Void Engineer, baby.
Void Engineer. If you don't know what
Just
Mage of the
void-
Ascension
just
is,
void
it
things.
is perhaps one of the greatest role-playing games that you can ever play. Like, it's just period. It's just that good. It is complex and confusing, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to find the exact right cast, and I wanted to find the exact right story so that it would be easy to translate to the channel. But I think you'd really like it. Did you see the vampire? No, I didn't see those character sheets. That is how you met us, Kel, in Earl. Oh, hey, Snugglebug, how's it going?
Oh, hi, Snugglebug.
So, that is that. I think, guys, we're going to hop back into game in about 2 minutes. Is there anything else you want to talk about, or how's everybody doing?
I'm doing great.
Doing good.
Doing good.
Yeah.
I got my heavy emotions out. Now I'm good.
Right.
I was super nervous for that scene.
Aw.
And like that
I love you,
entire
Mike.
build up from the start of game tonight to the start of that scene, I'm just like,
Oh, no shit.
like internal screaming, like, oh my god, ah. So that was so good.
I've enjoyed the role play we've done so far in this game, like the balance of it, especially like this session. It's been a
Yeah.
while since we had like a emotion conversation heavy one, it
Yeah,
feels like.
exactly.
We do it pretty
exactly.
often, though. We do it pretty often.
Well, and like,
Even
I wasn't
the
feeling
heaviness
that
of it. Yeah.
good going into this game because I'm
Same.
tired. I'm worn out feeling from work and whatnot. I was expecting to actually have a really, really hard time paying attention and keeping on track tonight, but no, just everything has gelled. Like the level of role play has been good, and like
Tonight's
it's
just
been
clicked.
entertaining and keeping my attention even if I'm not in the scene
Yeah.
and all that sort of stuff. So
Mhm.
between that and
Nice.
the chat, I am here for this.
That's
Good.
why I'm glad to have you here. So, last thing I'm going to say real quick, just because I never actually say this out loud. For one, I love all of you. All four of you. I love you guys. I love all of you in the chat as well, especially like the regulars and what?
Jinx.
We all did
We
this
all went like this.
simultaneously.
Can't jinx that. So if you want to support the channel, consider giving us a subscription. If that is too expensive for you, that's totally fine. Go give us a sub on YouTube if you're not already. And if you do have extra money burning a hole in your pocket, don't forget that we do have a Patreon that funds a lot of the stuff that we do. And do I have I don't have one, but it's patreon.com/dorktales.
Well, you need to
Or
make one for that.
Yeah. We have 1,000 followers now, which is beautiful.
Yes,
and,
we made it.
Your birthday.
I've made it before my birthday. I got like 2 more days. Yeah. So then what you should also look at doing, if you feel like it, is we do have merch in our merch store, which you can buy at, what is it? It's Dork Tales.
I love the modeling, Kristen.
Thank you very much, Amy. Dork Tales. Perfect. Oh, that's great.
The expression.
DorkTalesStore.redbubble.com.
Get that.
Mint.
I feel like that is an image, a character image from somewhere that I can't think of what it's from.
Yeah, that's from Road to El Dorado you're just doing.
Okay.
Yeah, you were doing the guitar.
I've never watched it, but I've seen that.
I've made you do that with the ukulele, remember? In the store.
Right.
Yeah. And if you're into like vampire stuff, feel free to go buy my book. That's one of them. If you search my name, Kelly J. Clark, over on Storyteller's Vault, you'll find at least 3 things that I wrote.
Nice.
And they're
It is
all
good. Go check it out.
They're all dope as hell.
I've read the fiction.
The fiction's really good. I write the fiction for every one of these books that we're doing, and my co-writer, co-creator, the head of the project, Sam, is being very kind and letting me turn in my stuff like a week late because it's been a hell of a week because I had another deadline from a contract I'm doing. But yeah, so my stuff's late right now because I'm struggling how to make the mechanics actually good. You know, like I'm in one of those places where I'm having to write powers and things like that and like game rules, and I'm like, kind of sucks. Like, I need to make this cool. I will say, I have super intelligent dogs. You should buy this book when it comes out. Ventru, I don't know if I'm allowed to release the full title, but Ventru, the Ventru revised Vampire the Requiem book, will have hyper intelligent evil dogs.
Excellent.
Which I gotta say, I was scrolling through Halez's Twitter, and I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah, no, they're too talented. Let's go make them cry some more.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
No, you are super talented. Reventru. Speaking of Ventru or venturing, why don't we head back to game? You guys ready for that?
Reventuring.
All right. So everybody crack your necks. Everybody flex your pecs. Wow, that used to flex so much more. Well, actually, you know what? In the sweater, this is pretty good.
Can't get my neck to crack. Oh, well, I'm going to Cairo tomorrow, so that'll help.
Is Ferris still grappled by Xeno?
We will see.
Okay.
Can I get everybody to make me a strength save to see how far away you get? And I think it's time for me to go to the new folder I made for Vale stuff.
17.
17?
Yep. Strength save, huh?
We are here to keep you awake, Kalis.
It's true. All right.
21.
Well, crap.
16
10.
for me.
Okay. 16? Okay.
You know how badly I had to roll to get a 10.
Yeah.
It's a 4.
As you... Darkness overwhelms you. I realize I should have gone... All right, welcome back to Generic Fantasy Setting, number 17735, The Shards of Nyrn. As darkness overwhelms you, you feel the crash, and then nothing for a few minutes. The haze of the impact of the Duchess crashing down onto the robust forest land. Everything's black for a moment. I need everybody here to take 24 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
Coming up.
All right. Malia, you are going to find yourself significantly away from the group. Yes, Tia?
If I'm plummeting to my doom, I'm going to turn into a bird and not do that. Can I?
You can...
Because I feel like that's an obvious action to make. I didn't know how fast you were descending, so like...
Pretty darn quick.
Yeah.
If you're going to do that, what I'd like you to do is make me a... this is where I would ask you to make me a wits roll if this was another game. But why don't you go ahead and make me a dex save to do it?
I'm going to use my my inspiration for the session.
Sounds good.
That. Yeah. Dex save?
Dex
That's
save.
going to be an 18.
Okay.
I was going to go with a giant eagle, probably.
Everything goes dark. Tia, you find yourself buffeted and pitched through the storm clouds in the form of a giant eagle as you watch the Duchess touch down hard. You can hear the sound of the magical engine struggling to keep flight. Up, riding the ship, and as the Duchess tries to finish that, a lightning bolt strikes the center of the hull. And it plummets. Cadmus, against all odds, is able to ride it enough that it doesn't go face first into the ground, but it skips like a stone, flips, and lands on its side. You circle the clouds for a moment, and then descend. Where do you go first? Directly to the side of the ship, or do you check the perimeter?
Perimeter, probably. I'm gonna try and keep. If it seems like it's safe, I'm gonna try and fly around so that I can take stock of the situation. Basically, I have advantage on perception checks relying on sight in this.
You do. Go ahead and give me a perception check with sight with advantage.
We'll do that. So that's going to be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You can see that the ship is pretty badly damaged. You keep an eye on it, but it's not broken. It's just, what's the word? Wanged up. You see several bodies laying on the side of the prow. You can see that they're moving, groaning, hurt. Mm-hmm. Farah is a little bit away from the ship, from where her grip was broken, and the featherfall ring lowered her to the ground pretty slowly. Further still away is Malia, who was pitched from the ship when it hit the first rock. But that's not all that's around here. You can see that there is innumerable forest land around you. The island that you're on right now is 10 square miles? 15? And this is the small one. You're near the edge of it. Had you not maneuvered so well, you would have pitched off the edge, which you can see over the side dips down some mile, 2 miles into the waves below. And as you slowly circle around, you'll notice that there are a pair of figures approaching the crash through a path in the woods. Boys, 2 of them. One tall and slender, the other round and short. Both of them are dressed in pale blue cloaks, with pointed hats of the same make perched atop their heads, made of brown felt. They're making their way towards the clearing that the ship crashed, quizzically.
I'm gonna head down and try and pick up. If I can, I'd like to pick up Malia and bring her over to the ship.
Okay.
With the others. Bring her closer over.
Malia.
Yeah.
Okay. So swooping down, Malia, you landed hard, and there was a moment where everything went black as your brains were knocked around inside of your skull. The next thing that you know, you were staring up at the sunlight. There's no clouds to speak of above you. And then suddenly an eagle, the size of a horse-drawn carriage, descends upon you. What do you do?
She does that kind of comical, but like rolls up in a Tia.
However, a bird nods. Yes.
I think.
Okay.
I think a bird just nods. It can raise its head. Also, high rate.
Yeah.
All right. Do you swoop her up?
Yeah.
Very. Your audio is fading a little in and out, by the way, Amy.
Oh, weird. Okay, I don't know why it's doing that.
I don't know why either. You might have like the auto volume adjust on.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not been happening for me.
Okay.
It's been
be...
happening on. It's been happening for me on and off.
Yeah. So, swooping down, I think just move it a tiny bit closer and it'll be fine, like you just did.
Yeah.
So swooping down, you gently pick her up in your talons and carry her over. Farah gets up and dusts herself off, looking more or less fine.
Okay.
I hope that's Tia, she says as you fly off with Malia.
Bye, Malia.
All right, where do you take her? Just back to the ship?
Yeah.
Okay. The rest of you aboard the bridge are going to shake your heads and clear yourselves.
Ow.
Oh, he's going to kill me, Cadmus says. Oh, he's going to kill me. And then he's going to use my bones to beat you all to death.
We're dead.
Oh, gods, how bad is it? How bad is it? And he'll start appraising the situation. Oh, this is not good. Oh. Oh no, this is broken. Oh no! The air freshener!
Not the cookies.
Oh, thank gods you're alive. I thought you got pitched off the side back there, Malia.
Yeah, I landed though.
Oh, there's a big fuck-off bird. If you're not Tia, I'm gonna box your beak. I've got no time for this shit today.
Give it the old one too.
I mean, she brought me over here, so I think it is Tia.
She could just be trying to gather us up to feed her young.
Well, she also nodded when I asked if it was Tia.
Aye, sorry. I wasn't wearing my helmet and I'm a little bit bogged around.
Oh, that sucked.
Aye, it sucked. I'm going to appraise the damage. And Cadmus is going to rush to the edge of the ship and dwarvenly jump off the edge about 20 feet. And, oof!
So he does that really intense, like, creator superhero landing.
Yeah, basically like the double leg, like the stomp landing.
Yeah.
Basically a Wario jump almost, but he lands on his feet instead of his butt. Farah, well, you'll hear, as you all reconvene on the top of the ship, you'll hear Farah's voice on the other side. Ahoy!
I'll go retrieve her.
No pirates for us. We're good.
Okay, I'll go to the next crashed boat.
Tia will just fly down and pick her up and just return her to the deck.
Thump. All right.
Actually, what happened to your pirate hat? The blue one with the feather?
Oh, that's in my cabin.
Oh, okay.
I think. I'll check my rack later. So, we're screwed.
A little bit.
She's gonna shift back down to her humanoid form and be like, and we have company on its way. And she'll point in the direction she saw the humanoids.
You want me to scout it out a little bit?
How young did they look? Did they look? You said boys, right? They look young?
I said boys. They look like the tall one, maybe 12, maybe 13.
Yeah, I think they're kids. Maybe they're students or something.
In fact, as you are gesturing that direction, you'll see that a little path through the woods, a break in the tree line that looks like it was probably maybe caused by a deer trail, something like that, but a little wider actually. Horses? A pair of cloaked and behatted young boys is walking. The taller one is, like I said, about 12, 13. Slightly brownish tinge to his skin, well tanned. The younger one is white as a lily, beneath his canonical. There's nothing else to call it, but it's a witch's hat. Both of them are wearing big floppy felt witch's hats. And as they walk out toward the clearing, they're just kind of talking at each other like...
Malia's gonna lean over the side and go, hello.
Hello there, the tall one says. Are you having trouble with your flying boat?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Zeno pokes his head over the side.
You're not hostile, are you?
Are you?
I mean, I don't think
kids.
so.
I don't think they're
Hey,
hostile.
we've been attacked by kids before.
Truth.
This is true.
True.
So
But they needed rescuing, to be fair. You don't need rescuing.
fair enough.
I was gonna ask if you needed rescuing.
Probably.
Probably.
I'm Menzel. I'm I'm Menzel, the apprentice, first degree. And this is my my friend, Meepo. Apprentice, second degree. That's less. Even though it sounds like more.
I had
Small
guessed.
says.
Pleased to meet you. And Mally's gonna start pointing around at everybody and be like, that one's Zeno.
Hello.
Ranger. The bird is Tia.
Tia shifted back down.
Oh, okay. Malia.
What are you doing on Vale?
We are on a quest of great significance.
Yeah, what she said.
Yeah, that
She's
sounds
like,
about
how do
right.
you describe this?
Story
Us
checks
too.
out.
The small one says. So are we.
Oh, cool. What's your quest?
Don't tell him what our quest is. We're looking for a unicorn horn. It's not to tell him to. Don't tell him the quest. Why not? They what are they gonna do? Hit us with a boat?
We
Maybe.
missed.
You don't. What? Did you actually try to hit us with a boat?
No.
We didn't even know you were here.
Well,
We didn't know there was a barrier around Vale, so. Oops.
What does Malia know about unicorns? Is it fantasy in this world or real?
Whoop! You can make me a nature roll.
May I
Sure.
also do this?
Yes, you may.
We were just trying to land and not die, so.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Also dirty 20.
Damn, sons. Okay, so this is the monster manual, so just one moment. Whoop, 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 whoop. What you know is that unicorns exist. They not only exist, but they are incredibly intelligent, incredibly charismatic, incredibly handsome beasts. They are pretty rare. They are well, technically nature wouldn't really work. It would be more of a. I'll allow it though because they're. So what you'll know.
It would be the same result.
Okay.
Same.
Okay, they're celestials. They're celestial entities the size of a horse with the ability to heal with a touch. They are very wise, very very courageous, and can speak. They're basically part of all that is good in the world. They're also
taking
really.
their horn would probably hurt them and not be cool.
Or do they shed them?
We wanted to see if they had any from a burial site. It's part of our quest.
Who set you on this quest?
Our teacher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You a
so
teacher
we're
on this island, or is you a teacher on the big island?
our teachers on the big island. Each of us had a quest to go to and to go look for things for a school project. So that's why we're in Everwee.
What are some other things that your peers were sent out to get?
Some mandrake root off of the garden. And I think, what did Maurice was looking for? Well, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention, the small one says.
Are they lying?
You honestly think that Beepo couldn't pay attention if he tried? I'm going to give you that right away.
Okay.
But, so you can give me an insight roll, though.
Cool.
Also, hi, Raid. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Insight, you said?
Insight. Give me an insight roll.
15.
15. You know, the small one doesn't seem like he cares enough. But the tall one seems a little sheepish. A little bit like he's a little suspicious of you. And he's kind of definitely trying to downplay the situation. Yeah, so, I saw that you crashed and thought that you might want some help. You know, from a powerful apprentice wizard.
Sure.
Crap.
Mally will just kind of laugh a little bit, like good-naturedly, and just be like, yeah, I mean, can we come to the main city, or could you let them know that we're here?
There's a teleportation circle not terribly far from here that would take us in. We're not at the main city. The school is outside of its bounds, and but it's only a couple of days walk or a day's ride from there.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, as long as, like, it's okay. Like, we don't want to get
better
you in
than
trouble.
being on the wrong island.
Yes.
You ain't kidding. You could have gone to the... You could have gone to some way worse ones. I mean, you could have ended up in Sweetland.
There?
What?
They haven't heard about Sweetland.
We've never been here before.
Yeah, we're not from here.
The short one looks up at you. Beepo looks up at you, and it's a land of candy.
But
So
it's
why is that
worse?
bad?
Because it wants to eat you.
Oh,
Oh.
that is
You know what?
So apparently, some hags moved in a
Unbreathable.
couple hundred years ago, and it's a thing.
I see. Okay.
That would be a problem.
So yeah, if you need some help, I can take you through the woods. I just have to go. We have to get the unicorn horn first, and then I'd be happy to take you.
I'm happy to assist with that.
Great.
Yes?
I've got it. 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 Cadmus will walk around the bow of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
I've got it. All right. So one of the inertial dampeners is bad, right? So all I need to do is I need to get a piece of hematite about as big around as a saucer dish. I need to get whatever the hell this is. It's oozing. And he holds up a chunk of metal that's kind of in a diamond formation, but it is oozing, whatever it looks like. It has the glistening, glossy look of black ice or hematite. And as he holds it up, you can see that it's kind of dripping this oily substance down the side.
Ew.
Any idea what this thing is?
Anybody who wants to can make me an Arcana roll.
Absolutely.
Or a nature roll with disadvantage.
Dirty 20 on Arcana.
I didn't roll very high at all, so zip.
21 on Arcana.
Did you roll with disadvantage?
On nature?
Ah.
What? I
Okay.
said nature was disadvantage.
All right. Well, what'd you get on Arcana?
21.
21. Jesus, you guys.
22 on Arcana.
You will know-
5.
You will know, first of all, that you have never seen that material in your life as you're looking at it. It's not like Ori Halcom, where you've seen it occasionally, decorating priest robes and being kept in museums and various places where it would be adorned. This is... You've heard many names for this stuff. Uru is one of them. An incredibly dense substance. Uru metal. But no... Eratanium. It's a mythical metal. And one that you've heard some strange stories about. Those of you who have heard the stories know that some of the most powerful weapons from the Age of Wonders were built out of this stuff. A metal that lives and dies. Yes, Malia, you had a question?
The last about 15 seconds of your voice are not there for me.
Oh,
I could tell you were still talking and everything was still moving, so I wasn't frozen.
Okay. Everybody
I
else
did not
hear me?
hear any of that.
I could hear.
I gotcha.
Basically, it's a shard of living metal that was heavily used during the Age of Wonders.
Okay.
Very rare. That basically sums up what I said.
That's really weird, though, that Zoom dropped your voice for me without freezing anything.
It did that for me at the very beginning, too. That's why I asked, like, what did Kelly say?
Might be why I was fading in and out, too. I don't know.
Zoom's been weird recently, so there we go. So that's what he's going to...
Okay.
And Yappy has no idea what this is. That's our Atanium.
Yeah. Do you know where some is?
Not, well, maybe, but it doesn't look like it's dead yet. Our alchemy teacher can maybe help you fix that.
Cool.
So then, let's... Yeah, okay. Well, let's try and see if we can get assistance from your teachers after we help you with your unicorn thing.
That sounds great. Good. I mean, yeah, of course, I'd be happy to help you. Right, Beepo? Yeah, sure. Beepo continues to pick his nose. Great. Okay, good. Let's get going then. Malia. This is just the worst of the damage. The rest of the ship is gonna need some repairs.
I had guessed.
Hey.
That was a rather
I can go with
hard
you.
landing.
Hey, it was a rather hard landing. I did the best I could given the situation.
Yeah. Not your fault.
No. So I can stick it out here. And I'll probably be fine. Just don't be gone too long. Otherwise, yeah. Alright.
Worst comes to worst, retreat inside and hole up in one of the rooms.
Hey, don't worry. I've got self-destruct set up.
Maybe don't do that.
It's going to be a last resort, obviously, but like, if I have to do it, I have to do it.
I think if you do that, Edagon is going to resurrect you into whatever he can and kill you as many times as he can while resurrecting you each time to just try and do a method out.
Do you think that's what the banana pudding is?
Yep.
Mally's just going to go straight face go, shit, I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah. He truly is a cruel master. All right.
We hate that.
Well, here, take this. Don't let it leak anymore. Here, I'll put some tape on it. And he pulls out like a roll of cloth tape and he wraps it around.
Container or canister we can put it in?
Yeah, it's called your pocket.
Second, can you go into the mess hall part of the galley and like try and find like an empty cookie jar or something
There is definitely an empty cookie jar because the cookies are gone, guys. No more cookies this chronicle.
Dump it out, like make sure she gets all the crumbs out and like give it a good sweep out, and then she's gonna come back and
3,000 gold. I can't buy more cookies.
No, you guys ate all of them, and cookies are a non-replenishable resource. It's like, yeah. All right, so you grab the cookie jar, and it is large enough to fit this strange diamond-shaped mineral.
I'm imagining it's one of the ones that has that sort of like metal clasp like things, because we don't want something with a loose lid in a sky ship. So
and I'm assuming we go to our rooms and grab our gear before we do anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
You grab all your stuff and seriously, you shouldn't have been telling them that much stuff. You never know what people are gonna say. They're fine. Hold on. And as you approach, Beepo blows a snot rocket onto the ground. Finally! There was a bug.
Beepo's mood.
Hi. I'm Beepo.
Nice to meet you.
Hello.
I'm the chosen one.
Of what?
For what?
That's just what they always tell me. Yeah, there's some kind of prophecy about how Beepo's gonna stop some evil thing. I don't know. Technically, that was last summer, though.
Well, congrats. Good luck.
Yeah, last summer there was, It happens like almost every year. Yeah, it really does. It's really weird. Just something weird happens like every year. This is Beepo's 3rd year, and for 3 years now, we've had like weird attacks on the school, and people, like we had one of our homebrew teachers try to eat us. Turned out to be a vampire, and Beepo killed him. Yeah, that's no big deal. He picks his nose again. Well, I mean, of course it was no big deal. You opened a blind. Well, that's what you get for being a vampire attacking during the day. Yeah, but you didn't know he was a vampire. Well, no, I was looking for where I left my math textbook.
So did they mention the name of their school or whatever?
They did not mention the name of their school, no.
I will ask, what's the name of the school you go to?
The name of the school?
Yeah, or the place you practice.
That's the,
Your witchcraft and your wizardries.
Oh, well, it comes with many names, but, well, maybe, I don't know if we should tell you, because you might be spies. Yeah, spies from outside.
None of us care about studying magic. We're not wizards or witches. That's not even relevant.
I'm a cleric.
I
my
can do
goddess
like
gives me my magic.
I'm a
2
druid.
spells that help me shoot things.
And I'm not sure what's happening with Mars right now. She stabs things. I think that's...
Her goddess also gives her magic.
I'm sick.
Is it because you're a tiefling?
Yes.
None of the other
Ask no
tieflings I
further-
know are sick.
Ask no further questions.
What other tieflings? Are there lots?
There's a decent amount. Like, this is... I mean...
On the islands?
Uh-huh. There's an entire island of tieflings.
Is this where tieflings are from?
And we have a pretty limited genetic pool up here.
Have you ever visited below?
Not me. Sometimes we do.
Cool. Field trip.
Tell you what, help us get the unicorn home, and I'll tell you anything about the school you want to know.
Well, we do have to go to it to meet your teacher, don't we? So that's a good idea. No. Wouldn't want to make a mistake and accidentally offend somebody when we get there.
And honestly, I was just curious. Wanted to see if it had a funny name.
A funny name? No, it's a cool name. It's a really good name.
So what is it,
Sure.
The Lunarian Academy.
That is cool.
Thank you. It's for witches and wizards.
Neat.
Was that so hard? Shut up, Beepo. And with that, they're this way. We should probably get going.
Right.
Beepo, where's the dowsing wand? The stick? Yeah, where's the stick? There was a dog. You threw the stick at a dog? Well, that's what you do to dogs. You throw sticks at them? No, to them.
Did it bring it back to you?
No, it's not a very good dog. Was it a cloud dog? It was a cloud dog.
What's a cloud dog?
It's a dog made of clouds. They're wild, pretty friendly.
Did y'all mess up?
You said you're a ranger, right?
Yep, sure am.
Can you track unicorns?
Let's do it.
I can't cast another dowsing spell for at least another, 4 hours.
Alright, can I make a check to try and track a unicorn?
Yes, you may. Go ahead and make me a survival roll.
Coming right up, Kelly.
I'm actually getting tired playing these kids.
Dude, Beepo is
Vale is gonna,
Beepo's so
say
great.
before we go much farther of okay, and if we find any, we're asking them.
Oh, was I saying
think we're
Meepo or
looking
Beepo originally?
You said Meepo originally, but then switched it to Beepo, and personally, I like Beepo way more.
Okay, cool. Then it's because his original name was Meepo, but his actual full name is amazing. Beepo's a nickname.
I like Beepo. Beepo's mood. I got 18.
Beepo is like Ralph Wiggum if with enough intelligence to realize he doesn't care. You got a what?
I got an 18.
That's easy enough. So quickly looking down with your elven, well, one of your elven eyes, the other one's a human eye, you will see that the ground is fairly trodden with large, wild horse hooves.
Now I'm just imagining the little guy being like, I eat the purple berries.
They're good berries. I eat the good berries.
All right, kids, this way.
It tastes like burning.
All right.
Quit picking your nose and keep your eyes open for unicorns.
Berries.
Don't eat the
pick 'em.
berries.
These are
Can I
good
do a
berries.
nature roll to see if those are safe?
Yes, you may. He plucks one of the berries from a nearby bush.
Not
and
20, it's a 25.
Cool. It is a small orb of green that, when he picks it up, drips a cerulean jelly. You've never seen a berry like that. But it smells okay from this distance.
I'm gonna watch him carefully as he eats it.
It's sour. See? And he sticks his tongue out and it's bright blue. You want one?
Probably isn't ripe.
No. This is what they taste like.
Then why are you eating it?
Oh.
Do you like sour things?
God damn it.
Jesus.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This kid is just perfect. This kid is just perfect.
Do you like sour things?
Not really.
What? Why'd you eat them?
Oh, gotta eat something.
Zeno's gonna head off in the direction of the hoofprints.
Follow Zeno.
Beepo will follow with Menzel, and as he does, he's just like filling. He like takes his hat off and he's just filling it with berries as he walks.
Oh, Beepo.
You continue to head to the north, following the trail of unicorn hooves. And as you do, you work your way through this meandering and beautiful forest. The leaves here on the trees are in perpetual summer bloom, even though it's still spring. It's late summer here, though. Everything is in full bloom. Bits of flower petals fall to the ground as you walk, and everything appears to be lush and full of life. As you're moving through the underbrush, can I get everyone's passive perception above... Anybody have above an 18?
Having
I have 19.
No.
19? Okay. All right. As you are moving through the brush, you are going to find yourself... in the distance, you will hear a strange noise. It sounds kind of like a rooster in the distance. Oh, it's already noon. Oh, sorry, you heard the noonster? A noon cock.
That's different.
Usually they...
That's new.
Do any of you have any meat on you?
I don't think so.
And with that, Menzel is going to... He's going to duck underneath some bushes. Maybe get down.
Oh, duck.
I'll get down.
Mally will, get lower. It's like,
A bird is going to land in the center of the clearing up ahead with a wingspan of 40 feet. Displacing a cloud of dust as it lands. It looks around. Up at the noonday sun above you. It turns its head back toward you. Its beak the length of a lance. Long and pincer-like. Long combs of blue hanging from its underbeak. And it takes flight again. Barry?
Sure.
That was horrifying.
He's gonna take a berry and eat it.
It's like eating a lemon. But it's surprisingly satisfying afterwards. It's kind of like it's a gusher version of an atomic warhead. You remember? Like the sour
that
warheads?
sounds tasty.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not like the lemony yuzu.
No, this is more
It's like the
the
opposite.
This is like the atomic blue raspberry. Yeah, or green apple, depending. You can't tell which one before you pop it in.
Huh.
Yeah, they're pretty big. They've gotten a lot bigger since they started roosting out here. They used to be small, and then I guess the further you get from Vale, or from Vale, the bigger they get.
How big's big?
I don't know. That one was probably a teenager. They, well, I mean,
What the heck does that happen?
He'll point up, and looking up into the sky, you'll see another one of these things flying off with a cow.
That's some magical bullshit right there.
Yeah, welcome to
That
Vale.
is horrifying.
That's a
I'm
big
kind
bird.
of fascinated.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, let's go be fascinated where we're not going to end up in its stomach.
Xeno will continue the trail.
Okay.
Agreed.
Make me another survival roll as you come to a break in the clearing.
19.
Okay. You will see that it appears like the unicorns came through here and spent a decent amount of time in this clearing. There's a small brook that runs alongside of it that babbles with soft, almost bubbling water. In fact, it hisses slightly as it rolls. Perhaps a natural spring beneath it? Some type of gas leak? It's spring water. It's pretty good. Tickle water? Drink it. Here, try some. Here.
Tickle water?
Yeah. Menzel will lean down, put a canteen in it, and hand it up to you.
Okay, I'll drink it.
It fizzes in your mouth and tickles your nose. It's basically very bubbly Perrier.
That's weird.
Yuck.
That's weird. That's weird.
I want to try it. Here. Yeah, we'll grab it and try take a swig.
It tickles and it burns on the way down a little.
Why did you make the water angry? Take it off, hands it back.
Beepo will grab it, look down in it, some berries into it, hand it back to Tia.
So try it.
It's actually pretty damn good.
Ah,
Beepo's got it going on.
Beepo knows what Beepo likes.
just look down at people and be like, "You're excessively clever for how you look."
I'm the chosen one.
That doesn't always mean anything, though. You can be chosen and be a dunce, but no, like,
I might.
is this?
I'm good at potions.
I've never made a potion, so that's probably impressive.
Mm-hmm. Is that why your friend looks sick?
I have no idea why she looks sick. Wait, which friend? I'm assuming Mars.
Points at Mars.
Yeah. I have no idea why she's sick. I think she's dealing with something. I don't know.
Okay, but I know poisoning when I see it.
It's like, what?
Perhaps one of your instructors would be able to help us.
Maybe. So which way are they?
Xena will start walking in the direction of where they go.
You begin walking that direction. As you do, the area around you will get even more lush, even more beautiful. You'll hear the sound of rushing water in the distance, and as you go further, you'll see that the terrain is becoming hilly, rocky even, and that there is a lovely waterfall trickling in the distance. Lilting female laughter. You see, bathing at the base of the waterfall are several nymphs, completely shorn, covered by light foam from the crashing water. They giggle and play with each other in a coquettish fashion, brushing each other's hair, basically fulfilling every male and questioning young girl's fantasy. And as that happens, they're going to turn and look back at you. Zeno and anybody who's into girls, I need you to make me a charisma save to not be transfixed by this.
I'll roll that.
Oh wait, hold on.
9.
9? Okay.
9.
I got a 15.
A 15?
I got a
All right.
6.
You got a 6? Okay. And let's see. Beepo. Beepo's looking. Let's see Menzel. Menzel's going to avert his eyes like a good boy. And Farah's surprisingly straight, I think. But
Her and MacLeod don't have to roll.
yeah. All right. So I like that we got a follow right after I had the bathing dryads and the roll for your sexuality. All right. So you like... The two of you look up, and so does Beepo, and they kind of wave at you. Join us. You look dirty. Come, let us clean you.
Who reacts of my group?
Mars and Tia and Beepo are going to take a step forward.
I'm gonna thump them both on the back of the head.
Okay.
Of my two.
It'd be like, yeah, they are dirty, but we're going this way.
As you strike them both on the back of the head, the nymphs are going to shriek in terror. And are going to dive underwater.
That
I'm
was
gonna look over my
dramatic.
shoulder.
What did you do? What did you do? Did you... Oh no. We're sorry! We didn't mean to bring violence into your gentle clearing! Oh no.
What?
What?
Just, you scared him off. Why'd you have to hit your friend?
To wake them up from like whatever they did?
Yeah, why'd you have to hit your friend, Melia?
Because you were being ridiculously entranced.
Hey, it's helped sometimes.
Echoes around the clearing.
The hell is that?
Is that you, Beepo? No.
Can I look around and try and see where that's coming from?
Little boys.
No.
I'll swallow your souls. Can I get an initiative roll, please?
Yep.
Okay, I gotta roll for the kids too. Okay, so you are the bad guy. You are Beepo. You are Farah. And
Joke's on you, Beepo is the bad guy.
okay, so Okay. All right. So, why don't we go ahead into initiative phases right now? Who had above 20?
25.
25? Sounds
Okay, sorry, I can't hear any of you. Just so you know, I got dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Can you hear me now?
Nope. Zoom has cut all your voices out.
Hi.
You're all moving still, but I can't hear a thing from you guys.
Wow. Okay.
Nothing?
So you got a dirty 20. Okay. So, and then what did you get, Zeno, total?
25.
25. Okay. Is that just for the first round of combat, or is that period?
That's just it.
Okay.
I don't think I get a bonus to initiative for first round of combat.
Do you not? I thought you did. Okay. So Zeno, then there's me, then there's Malia, below 20.
Me.
Okay, so what'd you get, above 15? Anybody?
16.
16 is Tia. What'd you get, Mars?
9.
Jesus. Okay, then it is going to be, Menzel, then it is going to be Beepo, then it is going to be Mars, and then it's going to be Farah, because Farah rolled an 8. Oh, I guess, wait, technically that means Farah rolled a 10. So then it's going to be, you know what, Farah's going to go last anyway. Okay, and with that, let's change the music. Mushroom Forest, you can go away. And we will listen to some fight music. This is my fight song. Take Back My Life song.
Don't take Zeno's life song.
You were like so on point with that.
There's a cackling noise. I'll eat your souls. And with that, there is a shape just at the edge of the forest, and in the clearing behind you, you can see that there are 4 shambling skeletons heading into the fray. They're about 20 feet behind you at this point. They shamble in and look like they are about to rush behind you. Zeno, you're up first. What do you do?
Okay, I'm going to pull my bow, knock 3 arrows into it, and I'm going to take a shot at the closest one, I guess.
Okay, sounds good.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to throw Hunter's Mark down on it.
Okay, sounds good. Are you just attacking once, or are you attacking it three times?
I'm going to attack it 3 times.
Okay.
So here we go. All right. So does a oh fuck! I didn't say that I wanted to do -5 plus 9. Never mind.
You do not.
All right. So does a 25 hit?
It does. Roll me damage.
Okay. So does a my next one is the same, and then the third one is 17 hit?
It hits. Roll me damage.
Perfect. All right, here we go. All right, let me pull my calculator here. 7 times 3. Go plus 2, 8, 1, 4, 3.
The clearing that you're in around this glen is fairly shady at this moment as well. You'll notice that the nymphs were in this well-lit area just off to the side in front of you where the water was cresting over this short hill. Zeno, how much damage do you do?
He does 56 points of damage as
Fantastic.
3 arrows.
3 arrows are going to smash into the skeleton, exploding it into a pile of bones. The others nearby are going to turn and look at it, and you're going to just see their jaws go and just drop. And as that happens, suddenly, from the other side of the clearing, something comes out of hiding and lurches forward. Now, this creature is immensely tall, nearly 8 feet, But what strikes you is that it looks like it's made of bone and emaciated flesh, where it's split around the joints so you can see the red and pink muscle flexing underneath, and its long skeletal claws that themselves are like a human hand drawn out into the length of short swords. Would you guys like some story time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Idiot.
Wild.
The bone claw rushes up behind and is going to. What is your formation roughly? So let's see. Mars, Beepo, and Tia stepped forward. So they are the closest. So I'm going to attack Tia, and then I'm going to attack Beepo. So.
Dude, Beepo's gonna mess this thing up.
Pardon me, Tia. I have a 25 to hit you.
That hits.
Cool. And I have a nat 1 against Beepo!
He really is the chosen one.
Dude, Beepo's gonna mess this thing up.
God damn it. It was a joke. Okay.
Too late, it's become canon.
Okay. It rushes toward you. When it's 15 feet away, its arm lashes out and stretches the remainder of the distance, grasping around you. You're going to take... let me roll your damage, please, my friend. Oh, I didn't grab enough d10s for this fight. 1.
I don't like that.
I love that. What are you talking about? It's great. It's great. Everything's great. How are you?
Beepo is our new god.
You are going to take 25 points of piercing damage and are pulled 10 feet toward this thing and are grappled. The other hand lashes out at Beepo and is going to just surge at his face, trying to take it off at the shoulders. Instead, he is going to drop one of his... He's going to drop the canteen he was holding and go, oh, and duck to pick it up. And Mars, you can make me an opportunity attack at this hand.
So what can I do at that?
You can make one free attack because it just botched.
Neato. Okay, cool.
I believe it has to be a melee attack.
It has to be a melee attack, yeah. So no eldritch blast.
Okay. Well, the 23.
That will hit. Roll me damage.
Cool, but it can't be a sneak attack. It's just a regular attack.
Just a regular attack.
Okay. So that's gonna be the sody sword. So I'll take this guy.
For this one, only a sneak attack, but
Woo! That was good.
or only a regular attack.
And then the sword had a +2 as well, like the dagger did before.
Mm-hmm.
10 and then Dex 14. And proficiency. I add proficiency.
You don't add proficiency to damage.
Not
You
to this one.
you add your
Okay.
dexterity plus the weapon bonus.
Cool. So that's gonna be 14.
14 points of damage. You are going to slash deep into its hand and its necrotic flesh. This thing is obviously some form of undead, and as it reaches its hand back, it has Tia grappled. Malia, it is your turn. What do you do?
Does this thing look undead?
Yes, it absolutely does.
I would like to channel divinity, please.
Yes, you may. What's my save?
1 sec. I haven't done this for a while, so I need to remember how the hell this works.
Okay.
When something unexpected pops up and so you have to pull a spell.
Yep. All right.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Okay, here I go, making that wisdom save. Okay, I got a 3.
Okay.
So, tell me what this does, and tell me if it has anything to do with CR. And what's the range on this?
Within 30 feet.
Okay, that means the 3 remaining skeletons also have to roll.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a 16, 17, and a 3. So 1 skeleton definitely.
Yeah, 1 sec. Let me just recalculate my save.
Sounds good.
Okay, so my save is 17, so one of them meets.
Okay. All right, so one of them meets it. 1 skeleton prime, we will say.
Okay.
We'll say Skye.
So they're turned. In addition, if they are CR2 or below, they are destroyed.
Okay. Two of the skeletons explode. So, the turn.
Level 11.
What does turning do for purposes of this? Remind me.
It's essentially feared. They have to move away from me.
Okay, sounds
They
good.
cannot move within 30 feet of me.
Okay. And was that your full action to do that?
It's an action. Yeah, so
Okay.
for its action, it can only use dash or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, the creature can use dodge.
Okay.
So yeah, that is my action.
Okay. Would you like to use a bonus action?
Let me just quickly check my spell list. No, you know what? I'm gonna hold off and see because Zeno wrecked that other one. I just wrecked 2 more. I don't necessarily want to waste a spell slot if we could just wreck it easily without spells.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Would you like to move closer to it?
How far away is it from me?
It is it's 15 feet, pardon me, it's 10 feet away from Tia. Or, sorry, it's 15 feet away from Tia. It is 25 feet away from you.
Okay.
At the edge of the clearing.
Okay. I mean, that would just keep making it run farther away, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So you will?
No, I'll just stay right. I'll try and stay grouped with everybody else.
Okay, sounds good.
Because that'll keep it away from them.
Tia, you are grappled and held by this incredible creature. Its fetid breath is in your face, and its eyes are glowing coals of hate.
Trying to escape the grapple.
Okay.
So
Sounds
that's
good.
I'm gonna use
that-
strength, athletics, contested
Or
by
acrobatics,
strength,
yeah.
athletics. Yeah, strength is better for me.
Okay. I have... what do you get?
Not great. That's well, it's a 14.
That's a 14. I got a 14.
Okay, so if it meets, is it meet or beat, or is it beat only?
I think you have to beat it.
Probably.
I believe, because if it's a contest, right?
Yeah, it's
not like,
contested.
it's not like armor class, so...
Yeah.
so you can't... So, have you spent your inspiration?
Yeah, I did earlier.
It's fair. All right. So, you are still grappled. You try to struggle, but cannot.
Yeah.
Would you like to spend a bonus action?
I would like to use my bonus action to shift into something smaller and escape, possibly.
It sounds good. What are you turning into?
Would it be sneaky to get away?
A cat, a rat, a bat?
Yeah, rat. Let's do rat. Let's
Okay.
do rat and drop and flee.
Okay. It is going to try to keep holding on to you with disadvantage. And it'll try to make a dex save. It's gonna fail to hit your armor class. So, yeah. What? It snarls as you fall to the ground. Squeak. Okay, good move there.
Yeah.
Menzel is going to go magic missile, and 3 magic missiles are going to fire out of a stick he pulls out of his pocket and are going to slam into the side of this creature, dealing an amazing 8 damage. All right, that's something. The creature turns and looks at him for a moment, still afraid of Malia, unable to move, but definitely angry. Definitely angry. So that's 8 damage. Learn math, Kelly. There we go. All right, it is Beepo's turn. Beepo is going to look at this thing and is going to... Let me just check Beepo's spell list, because...
Beepo gonna be according to Taco, Beepo is gonna drop a disintegrate spell. Just wait.
Beepo is going to use... Oh god, does he actually have that?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's his only first level spell. Beepo is going to reach into his bag and pull out a moldy sandwich.
Oh god.
And is going to go... Nyah! And a line of acid is going to spray out of his hand as the sandwich goes up. This is an actual spell called Tasha's Caustic Brew.
Oh, yes, I love that one.
It's a verbal, somatic, material component, a bit of rotten food, and it shoots 30 feet out.
I think I am taking the...
Okay.
I was looking at that one for Veritrex.
Okay, and what is my dex save for the Bone Claw? It is actually pretty good.
I did take that on my new character.
Okay. Okay, the Bone Claw is actually going to be able to dodge out of the way, but this is a pretty baller attack. It dodges out of the way. Mars, you are up. What do you do? You are muted.
Sorry, I was typing. Sneak attack? Can I sneak attack? Sneak?
Are you... yes, technically the rat is within 5 feet. If you run up, you can sneak attack.
Yes.
Sounds good. Real quick, though. So you're going to rush up behind him?
Yes.
Okay. As you get 15 feet away, his claws are going to arc out and are going to hit you, my friend.
Ew. Okay.
So he is going to slam into you with his claws using his reaction. You are going to take 12, 14, 16 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And you are grappled, which means that you can't move.
Okay.
However, since I hit you, if the attack hits, the Bone Claw makes a second claw attack, which also hits.
Boo.
You are going to take an additional 24 points of piercing damage. Would you like to use your reaction to take half on one of these?
On the second one, please.
You may take 10 or 12 instead.
Yes.
So it lashes out and slams its claws into your side, grabbing you. The other one lurches at your head. You were able to duck out of the way so that it just barely scrapes by you. You are grappled, but that does not mean you can't attack. You just can't move. Would you like to attack?
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and make me your 2 attacks.
Okay, so I guess I'll do 2 attacks. Still do sneak, or is it now reduced to just regular?
He has pulled you within 10 feet. Tia is right in front of him. Technically, he accidentally made it so that you can sneak attack him.
Dummy.
He can't grapple you if he's dead.
He can try. He is dead.
How's an 18 and a 24?
Those are 2 hits. Go ahead and roll me damage and apply your sneak attack to one of them.
Okay, cool. It's not the greatest numbers, but it's okay.
It's okay. It's still good.
It's okay. So that's 5, 14, 18, 20, 3... 23.
23? Okay.
Yeah.
And that's with the +2 on both and your dex on the first one? Okay.
Yeah, like I said, it wasn't a great... Yeah.
Okay, well that's still pretty solid though. You slash your blades out, stabbing twice into him. However, Malia, you'll know that as soon as he takes damage, your turn is broken. It lasts for 1 minute or until they take damage. Farah's turn. Farah is going to use a firebolt because
nice.
that's how baby do it. Reaching into her pocket, she will pull out the wand of the true sorceress, and is gonna get that's a 15, 17, 24. That's a hit. Okay, that is going to be at this level. Firebolt for her deals... I always forget because you guys just hit level 11. Firebolt, not fireball. That would make this a quicker game. Alright, 3d10 plus 7.
Damn!
The Wand of the True Sorcerer is a pretty wonderful thing. Plus she adds 5 to any fire-based things. Okay. 13, 17, 24 points of damage as a firebolt just gets bigger, right? It's not 3 separate ones. That's what I get for never checking this damn cantrip until, like, she was level 10. Yeah, but it only increases. Okay, cool. So that's... Okay, so that's 3, 24. Damn, okay. This thing is on fire. The old wrapped moth-eaten wizard robe that's clinging to its skeletal frame starts to catch fire. That is going to be 8. That is going to be math. Boom. This thing is definitely in bad shape. Okay, the last skeleton is going to look over. Is going to draw a bow and is going to try to shoot Menzel in the back. And that is going to hit. Menzel. Oh no! Menzel is going to take an arrow in the back and is going to drop.
Oh no!
Menzel is in death saves. Ah! All right, Zeno, it's your turn. What do you do?
I'm going to shoot Bone Claw.
Okay.
So before I do that, as a bonus action, I'm going to swap Hunter's Mark over to Bone Claw.
Sounds good.
And I'm going to take -5 + 10 on these.
Sounds good.
All right, so here we go. So as I pull 2 arrows out of the quiver, knock them in my bow, and let them fly. Well, we got a nat 20.
Go. Oh yeah.
And we got 7 plus 11. That's 18.
18. That's a hit.
All right, so I will roll it flat first.
Okay.
Plus 3, 4, 4, 4, and then rolling 2 more damage dice. Plus that, plus that.
That's a big number.
And but it's damage dice flat for the crit, right? Not bonus as well.
It's only dice get doubled.
Only dice. Okay, cool. That's what I thought.
But
56
I think
points of damage.
56.
Yeah, as two arrows. Well, what does it do? Am I good enough to get it or no?
2 arrows are going to stream with magical energy. One of them perfectly catches it in the chest, blowing a hole in the side of it, and it's going to look down. Are you fucking kidding me? It is not dead.
What the hell? It's supposed to die from that.
It is supposed to die from that. Oh boy, it is really, really hurt though. Did you include your Hunter's Mark damage?
Yes, I did.
Did you double it because it's dice?
I did double it.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. And you added the damage from your bow?
And I added the damage from my bow.
And the -5 + 10.
Yes, I did.
Okay, cool. Just making sure you didn't miss the numbers. All right, so it is my turn. I have Mars grappled. There is no reason why I should not do this. Mars, I am going to hit you with 1, and I'm going to hit Tia with the other. Mars, I miss you.
Thank
Somehow.
God, I'm right there.
I'm clutching you, and he tries to squeeze you, but he just can't get a good... Like, you're just too pointy, you know? Like, you have your blades positioned so that if he tries to slice you, he will just cut your face off. So he misses, and instead gouges his claws down into Rat-Tia.
It's okay, I was just gonna be like, dummy.
Rat-Tia is going to take 17 points of piercing damage.
Okay, so I'm gonna take... Yeah, so I'm back into my normal form.
So suddenly there's a puff of smoke and Tia is standing there on her own. And at that point, I am going to... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to say he can do this because he's special. I need both of you to make me a Constitution save.
Ah.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh. Well?
Okay, cool. And what'd you get, Mars?
Let me just... You said con save, right?
I said a con save.
7.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay, I've got 1 dice. I've got 2 dice. I'm spending my DM gets 1 point of inspiration per game to do this, by the way, guys. In case anyone checks the rules later.
Alright.
Because you wanted more fun fights.
True.
Okay. Oh, damn, son. Actually, that was a really shitty roll. 10, 19. Literally, I rolled 1 more point than the standard damage. That's stupid. Oh, actually, okay, cool. So each of you are going to take 32 points of necrotic damage.
32?
32.
Okay.
And
Ow.
is suddenly the dimness of this clearing is going to swell as dark light goes around him. You, Mars, and he are going to vanish.
Oh, bye.
And appear further down into the woods. Yes.
What is it holding me with exactly?
One of its hands.
Oh, gross. Okay.
One of its long claws. However, when it teleported you, it had to let you go, so you were 5 feet away from it. And now it is Malia's turn. Malia, can you make me a perception roll?
Okay. Nat 20.
Nat 20. Okay, Nat 20 beats my 18. Pardon me, my 20. What is it? What is it with your bonuses?
Perception?
Yeah.
It would be 29.
Okay, that beats my 23. So you see it hiding in the undergrowth 60 feet behind you in the woods.
Only 60 feet, you say?
I can only teleport. Actually, you know what? Pardon me. You are here. So it was 25. So 35 feet away from you.
Excellent. Okay.
That expression
Where
was
is
beautiful.
the kid that got downed? How close is he to me?
The kid that got downed is on the ground directly behind you.
Okay. Well, cantrip, spare the dying. Slap him in the face with that. And then bonus action, spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And I can attack with it all in the same turn.
Go ahead and make me an attack.
And that's within
Nice.
60 feet range.
Have you used your inspiration for the game?
I have not.
Okay.
So.
Oh, I do have a hurt them more, don't I?
You do.
Yeah, you do.
No.
Didn't you
Yep.
just use it though?
Yeah, I did. I'm gonna start giving myself an
Okay.
inspiration at the beginning of games, I think, though, just to make
Yeah,
things
do
fair.
it.
I thought, yeah, you should.
I should, because then like it's like Doom points in like the Modifius games. Those are so good because then it's like, oh, you guys get tons of benefits, and then I do too.
Exactly.
Okay.
Makes it more fun.
I am going to cast this at a 4th level.
Okay.
Because I want 2d8.
Rack it.
And I'm going to use my inspiration.
Give it
Okay.
a bad day.
Okay. What'd you get?
Well, that's a 19.
Okay, roll me damage.
Bone Claw gonna have a bad day. Your enemies are just too easy.
15.
15?
Yep.
Okay.
Add my spellcasting ability mod.
That's fantastic. What does this look like?
So this Malia kind of crouches back, slaps the kid with the Spare the Dying as a spiritual, like, massive dwarven hammer glowing with radiant light appears in the air next to her and zooms, kind of like Thor's hammer, just vroom, and then smacks it inside the face.
How do you want to do this? Smacks it in the face and...
I think just radiant light goes throughout it.
All right, it starts... Radiant light explodes out of all of the pockmarks on its body, the giant hole that Xeno cut, all of the holes that Mars put in it. It starts screaming, "Ah! I'll be back!" And explodes.
Darn it. I
Leaving.
mean,
All right. With that, it is dead, but Tia, there is still one skeleton up that's drawing back its short bow. What do you do?
How far is it from me?
From you, it is about 30 feet.
I'm gonna move over to it and stab it with my fancy new sword.
All right, go ahead and make me an attack roll with your fancy new sword. You'll probably hit.
Fingers
it.
crossed I don't botch this, because it's just, you know, my luck, my dice luck. Come on. I'm using it two-handed, though,
Okay.
so I've got the D10 for it.
You botch, throw it off the edge. Bye.
Well, I rolled a 19, and with that +3 to attack on it, it puts me at, like,
22 plus your strength or dex.
well, 22 plus 13, I'm pretty sure.
So 35?
Something like that. It's a lot.
In
So I think I'll
Pathfinder
hit.
Second Ed, that would be a super crit.
Yeah, well, I don't get Not
okay.
here.
You don't want to deal with Pathfinder Second Ed. Trust me,
No.
it's too complicated.
Nope.
Well, in terms of damage, that's a
Strength
6
plus
damage.
10. How much?
Wait, no, strength. I'm sorry. Like I rolled a 3. Oh God, I looked at the wrong numbers. That's a 9 and a 12, and it counts as so it's magical. 12 damage.
12 damage. Okay. How do you hit it?
I was gonna I don't know actually how you would swing this sort of thing. Just is it just a?
It is like a curved scythe blade. So it looks very
Which
similar.
one's sharp?
What's that?
Which the sharp side?
The internal end. Like
Okay,
the
so
curve.
then she's basically gonna sweep at it with it and just go after its skull, basically try and behead it or something.
All right,
I
you're
don't
going
know
to
how
take
you
it
fight
off with the
skeletons.
skull. Your axe is going to embed in the skull, ripping it off the body and spinning it around in your arc. You're going to hear it go wow, 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 wow as you spin around in a circle before the skull just disintegrates to ash. And with that, we are out of the fight.
Oh, thank God.
The heck was that?
What the
And
heck was that?
friendly.
Ow.
Beepo is going to look down at Menzel. Are you okay? Anybody who wants to can make me a religion roll to see if you might recognize what that is. However, it is going to be a religion roll. You know what? Go ahead. Yeah.
15.
You can roll religion or arcana for this.
16 either way.
Okay.
I'll do Arcana, but I got a nat 20, so that puts me at 27.
I'm doing Arcana
Okay.
for.
And I'm also gonna lean down and slap Menzel with a Cure Wounds at
Slap myself with a Cure Wounds.
2nd level.
Okay. He's gonna sit up. Did I beat it? Did I beat it?
So he's gonna take 6, 7, 8, 9.
That's
10,
more hit points
11.
than he has.
Oh, okay.
Did I beat it? I helped, right?
I mean, you're still alive.
Yeah, you made it through the fight, so
What
The important
that's the
part.
important part.
was that? Zeno, you and Farah rolled just high enough that you might have an inkling what it was. That thing was undead and had a definitive personality. However,
You're really lucky because the next thing I was gonna do on my turn was chill touch for a cantrip.
it might have worked, might not have worked, who knows?
Maybe.
That sure looked vaguely like a bone claw. It's a type of lich. Both of you and Farah are going to kind of look at where it was and then...
It was a lich.
No, it was not quite.
Not quite?
I didn't use magic. I don't know.
It
You
was
think?
ugly.
Do you think that's what's been doing it? You mean killing all the kids?
Something's been killing kids.
That might have
Maybe
been
tell us
something
that
to
next
mention.
Well, they've only been killing people at the
Lead with
school. People have been disappearing.
Oh, weird.
That's
How long has that been a
Pretty
thing?
detail.
A few months since we foiled the since Beepo took out the conspiracy of evil teachers. I'm the chosen one.
Sounds insane.
Your school's a very good educational facility.
It usually is. Oh my god. Menzel looks up, and at the edge of the clearing, you will see that light is streaming through the overhead canopy, creating a perfect blanket of rays of gorgeous golden light. And walking into the center of it is the most majestic being that you may have ever seen in your life. Its fur it's as sleek and as pure as fallen snow. A horn of prismatic gold rising out of its forehead. A mane of brilliant purples and blues cascading down its long neck. which shakes its head almost in slow motion as you see every part of its regal, powerful body. You have called to me, it says, and I have answered. And I think let's end the game there.
Yeah.
Spooky.
You guys get a unicorn!
Yay!
All right,
I
guys.
just
So
hope
that
it's not a dick.
no, they're lawful good, but that doesn't mean they can't be lawful
Lawful
dickish.
good. Exactly.
I wasn't expecting Beepo to be this popular, but hey.
Beepo's great.
I mean,
People-
it's always that kind of character that ends up being the crowd favorite. Like,
It's anybody who you can just like you can mime picking your nose the entire game. That character's always everybody's favorite.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Beepo's noble steed. I think you guys are gonna like this little subplot that I have for this game. I get to make fun of Harry Potter. Because if you haven't been aware, Shards of Nyrn is simultaneously a high fantasy epic, but also a mild parody of fantasy tropes. So we get to have fun.
Why, it
with-
was
with
originally called generic fantasy.
that. Yep, generic fantasy thing. So
That's
guys,
why I was asking you the name of the school, because I wanted to see what you would have said.
yeah, no, it wasn't as fancy. I'm sorry. But there's
I like it.
there's a like I didn't want to call it like frog farts or something like that, right?
Well, no, that's
Yeah.
why I was meaning it, because I watch a very Potter musical, and the whole thing
yeah.
with Malfoy is pig farts.
Pig farts.
It's on
Pig farts.
It's on Moss.
or something like that. I don't know.
God. All right.
The Headmaster's Rumble Roar.
God.
He's a
Lord.
lion that talks.
Oh God. All right, guys. So that's going to be it for us from here on the Shards of Nyrn. We love you very much, and we will see you very shortly. Be sure to give us a follow if you haven't done that before. Give us a sub if you're on YouTube, and I promise I will update the podcast shortly. It's just I've had a lot of deadlines, and I've neglected. I'm sorry. It's just me back here doing all the editing. Love you very much. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you next week with more unicorns and wagons. Bye, everybody.